If you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:01 on a Wednesday afternoon edition of the show alongside Bear and Walker Smith. No relation. Another 3-hour tour starts right now here on Fan Run Radio. Thank you for tuning in for the show here this afternoon. Bear, Walker, we doing okay over there?
Yes.
Doing
Everything's going good.
absolutely solid for a Wednesday.
Good. I guess we're done here then. All right, we can listen, man. I am at the part where I'm talked out. I am ready for it, man. Camp is over for the boys. Camp is over for the drive. The drive is ready. We've got all our installs in. We've had all our scrimmages. We've defined our roles. We're ready. We know the schedule. We know the opponents. We've done all the film study. We are ready. We are ready.
We are ready.
Joey Aguilar speaks today. 10 days till kickoff. We break it down. Our pal Chase Thomas. Hey, man, it's all Chase all the time. He just got through hosting the Chase here on Fan Run Radio from 1 to 3 p.m. He's going to come back to spend some time with us because it's been too long. We haven't talked to Chase on the drive. So I got to get take his temperature on the season coming up. And then in hour number 2, one of our favorites, Aaron Torres of Fox Sports Radio will join the festivities. That's always a quality conversation with Aaron Torres.
I've got some questions for Aaron today.
Well, it's good because it wouldn't be very good radio if we just brought him on and didn't have anything to ask him about.
I want specifically to ask him if he's familiar with Cockgate.
Cockgate.
Aaron was doing a little bit of minimizing of Michigan's what they did.
Oh, he was playing the "it didn't matter" card because they won the games after the Connor Stallions incident thing.
Yeah,
I mean that's fine. That's his opinion and he's entitled to it. You're not buying it? Are you going to hold Aaron Torres' feet to the fire?
I may.
You're going to ask him the hard questions that nobody will?
I don't know because at all our guess he's one of the nicest. He's what? He's one of our
I wish I could get you to treat us, your coworkers who you see every day, with the same level of respect and deference that you treat all our guests. You've never held anybody's feet to the fire like that we have on the show. It's always, oh, Coach Vitello. Oh, Bob Baskerville. Oh, whoever.
Svengali. Bob Svengali.
When? Name one time you've been, and he doesn't even really count because he's with us. Like he's a Fan Run employee.
I'm always Chase, one of my favorite people.
I'm going to throw down
Chase.
the challenge to you right now. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I don't think you will. I think you'll wuss out. I think you'll softball.
I will not.
I don't think you have the guts to get into it with nice guy Aaron Torres. I think you'll be very deferential. You'll be okay. I get it.
You play the drop for me.
He makes a lot of good
points. Cockgate?
Sure. I mean, if you'll do it with if you'll hold his feet to the fire.
I don't know, man.
Here you go. Already wussed out. Couldn't even wait until we had him on the air. I don't know, man. All talk, no bite.
He just doesn't want to upset our guests.
What was he saying? It didn't matter.
Basically, I have to refresh my memory before the second.
It's been a while since I've done a deep dive on.
He put out a tweet
Cockgate.
about it this week, and I quote tweeted
Cockgate.
It said something about Cockgate. That is entirely not true. I've gotten into it with guests before.
Who?
The Mike Griffith incident. The dude from
Yeah,
Kentucky.
but you didn't even realize that you were getting into it with him, and then like as soon
He
as you
called me a
realized
hit.
that you had offended him, you were, oh, I'm sorry, Mike Griffith. I didn't
say that
You're
on
one of my
air.
favorite guests. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh, please don't ban us. Please don't refuse to come on the show anymore, Griff.
You never heard me, Matt Jones from Kentucky Sports Radio? You flushed him.
That was one time, but you didn't get into a debate with him. You just cursed and then stormed out of National Law Rex.
I didn't storm out. It
You
was the end of
stormed
the
out. You
show.
put your headphones down and left the
That
building.
was the end of the show.
No, it was in the middle of the show. It was like the second segment.
I thought that
You
and
threw
no, I
your
did
headphones
not-
down
I
and
did-
walked out.
I did not.
That's
curse.
exactly what happened. You did, yes.
It
I had to
wasn't
send
on
you
tape?
out.
Well, did I storm out or did you send me out?
Yes,
your mind.
both.
That's not true.
I said
I
get
didn't
out.
flush the guy. You flushed him.
That was a different time.
I know. That was the last time he ever came on with us.
Jerry, I gotta say, so two things because we're getting ready to go on, and Walker's like, "What do I talk about in the top 4, top 5?" I'm like, "I don't know, buddy. It's kind of a slow news day." And we're hanging out there, and this is kind of where we are in the sports calendar. We've got the U.S. Open mixed doubles going on. There are a handful of sports. Look, I'm a sports nut. I'll watch just about anything. If there's competition, if there's a winner and a loser, I'll watch it. Somebody sent me, and DR Vol can back me up on this because I forwarded it along to him. Somebody sent me a YouTube video of 4 midgets in a relay racing a camel.
Oh my God.
And you can bet on this. And I'm watching I'm like, yeah, that's kind of silly. There's no way I'm watching. 5 minutes later, I'm at the end of it. I'm like, come on, midgets, come on. It was really close. It's great.
Little people.
Great entertainment. So I can watch just about anything. That being said, there are a handful of sports I can simply do without. And one of them is on right now out in the Fan Run Annex. Mixed doubles. I didn't even know this was a thing
Still?
at the U.S. Open. They have mixed doubles. So it's a dude and a woman playing another dude and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like this used to not be when did we start doing this?
That used to always be a thing
No.
back when I was a
Only-
kid.
No.
Maybe they brought it back after a while, but it has been only about 3 or 4 years since they brought mixed doubles into the majors and everything.
And I'm like, what is the point? What are we doing here? Right? Doubles as it on its own,
Boring.
not great, not as good as singles for television tennis. Mixed doubles, I'm just like, what are we doing here? This is barely sports. This is like professional wrestling. Are these guys even trying? I don't know. And then on the other TV, we had another sport that I just can't get into, man.
What?
And it does big ratings. People love it.
Is it
LLWS.
The Little League World
Little League
Series.
World Series?
I can't get it. And listen, man, I've coached kids baseball. I love doing it with my son. I get the allure of baseball for young people. But if you don't know the kids, why am I sitting here watching, Allentown, Pennsylvania take on Little Havana on television? The fences are 275 to straightaway center. Is this sports? Is this entertaining anybody? Evidently, people are watching it. Not me.
Hey, guys. I don't know if you guys just aren't observant, except for World War I and World War II, mixed doubles have been played at Wimbledon, at least. That's the first one I checked, for 112 years.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I said correct. Anyway,
all right.
Little League World Series. Like that's a huge,
Boring.
like people, it's on TV every time now. They've got their own stadium. Rob Manfred, we talked about it yesterday, is doing his live interview on it. It's on ESPN during the middle of the day. I don't know. That's just me.
Watching that is like when you get hooked into going and watch like your little nephew or niece play the AYSO soccer over here off of Middlebrook, those fields.
Yeah.
Very similar. Like you go, You know,
And these are good teams, man. Like, they're better than the little league teams that you'll see playing over at Lakeshore on a random Saturday afternoon. But it's still kids playing baseball. I mean,
It's rec league baseball.
What are we doing here?
Well, I will say, if you want to go down a fun rabbit hole, look at how seriously the little league teams are taken in Chinese Taipei and all of those countries over in Asia. Like, it's a different sport compared to what we do in little league in America.
Like
Yeah.
how so? Like the intensity of the parents and the
intensity of what
adults
they do it, and like it's
That's how
incredible.
they are with all their athletes over there in those parts.
And we still whoop them. We still whoop their rear ends.
Chinese Taipei has like the most little league World Series.
Stop, Walker. Stop contradicting me. We'll be live at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria tomorrow, 3 to 6. Looking forward to being out there. If you get some time, come on down and see us in the Old City. We'll be getting ready for the Sports Trivia they do every Thursday night. We'll be playing in that tomorrow at 7 p.m., broadcasting live from 3 to 6. Have a little dinner, maybe a beverage or two from 6 to 7, and then we will dominate. We're going to dominate the trivia. We will dominate everybody. You flex our mental muscles. Get to the chopper.
Would be a real bad look if we didn't.
So, Joey Aguilar speaks today for the first time since being named Tennessee's starting quarterback. Meeting with the media earlier today, says it is an honor and a privilege to be the starting quarterback at Tennessee. He says it is a dream come true. Quote, if you told me that in 2021, 2022, I probably would not believe it because I was in JUCO. I wish I was there, and here I am. I just got to thank Jesus for giving me the opportunity to be here, said Aguilar, adding that he does not intend to take the opportunity to play here at Tennessee for granted. Little bit different tune than the last guy who held that position.
Yeah, it sounds like Joey Aguilar has got a better appreciation of what it means to be, the starting quarterback at, Tennessee, where some of the all-time greats have played.
Yeah, and we're kind of like, we kind of got lost in the fact that we just wanted to know who our quarterback was going to be in the Nico fallout. We didn't realize that Joey Aguilar is a really good story, a classic story in college football. Started at JUCO, didn't even think he might even get a scholarship somewhere, goes to App State, sets records there, and now is a starter at a big-time school. Like, that's a story that plays most of the time.
We'll see. He's got if he wins, it'll turn out a lot better. Nico did him a huge favor. He went from being going to be the starting quarterback without much surrounding him at the bottom of the Big Ten to playing in one of the premier schools in the Southeastern Conference.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously we're all going to pull for Joey Aguilar because he's the quarterback of our team, but the personal side of it, his story makes it super easy to pull for. And man, if there is justice in the sports universe, then Joey Aguilar will be a success story here at Tennessee. The other thing I found interesting from his media session today, they were just he was going through his story. He said, he obviously went to junior college coming out of high school, and I don't think it was because of an academic situation. I just don't think he had any D1 or even D2 offers. So he goes to junior college, and when that's the case, you don't have any D1 or legit offers, you're thinking in terms of regular life. You're thinking in terms of a career path. What do you think Joey Aguilar said today that he wanted to be when he first went to JUCO? Dentist? You're going dentist?
Dentist.
Walker?
Do you want to work in construction or something?
Nope. You're both close, but not really. Said he wanted to be a fireman.
Classic. Love that. Love that kids still want to be firemen.
Yeah. He's out there in California where you got a lot of wildfires and all that stuff.
Well, that's too. Those guys that fight wildfires I think they're insane.
I mean, God bless him. We need him. He says, yeah, it's crazy. Before I went to JUCO, I wanted to be a fireman. So I was like, I might as well start. COVID happened and football was kind of done at the JUCO level. So I was like, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just start my career, start taking classes for that. And then when football came back around, I just came back into it, just to see how my life shifted in just a short time of just people like saying, yo, come play just one more time, give it one more shot. It's kind of crazy to see how it all worked out.
Yeah, would imagine so. I mean, he can always get a job with KFD when he gets done over there at UT.
College football butterfly effect.
It's real. Just everything that had to happen for him to end up where he's at right now.
Yep. So a lot of people pulling for Joey Aguilar. Also went out of his way to compliment both Merklinger and McIntyre, says they are great athletes who pushed him, and he's very fortunate to have won the starting job here. We might hear from Joey Aguilar a little bit later on in the program this afternoon. We got a big one. What you talking about? Champions League Round 2 coming up this afternoon. Who will join Gary in the championship round? Stay tuned for what is assured to be another barn burner edition of What You Talking About coming up here in hour number 3 of the show. We're going to take a quick timeout right now. When we continue, our old pal Chase Thomas joins the program. We'll get his thoughts on Joey Aguilar's ascension to starting quarterback at the University of Tennessee, as well as his hopes, dreams, and his fears for the upcoming season. Stay with us. More football talk coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. We do. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance for Tennesseans. Believe in me for all of your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Being joined by our old pal Chase Thomas. You hear him weekday afternoons leading into us from 1 to 3 p.m. Host of the aptly named Chase. Weekdays from 1 to 3 p.m. here on Fan Run Radio. Hello, Chase. How are you, sir?
I am good. Yes, aptly named The Chase, The Drive. We have a lot of racing themes here in the afternoon right here on Fan Run Radio.
Yeah, man. Did you get enough of a rest out there? You had your little pit stop out there. You get to go and refresh, have a little drink, catch your breath.
It was a nice little pit stop. We were talking and everything else. We were talking about, just fun stuff. They give me a lot of grief about the Eagle Scout part of it. And
You're an Eagle Scout?
I am an Eagle Scout.
There's no were. Like you're once an Eagle Scout, always an Eagle
Like
Scout.
the Marines?
No.
Once you're a Marine, you're always a
No,
Marine.
My dad actually is a retired Marine. So
Your dad is?
Yes.
You never thought about joining?
No, that's not really me.
Was it a very strict household growing up?
It was a very strict household growing up.
Regimented?
Yeah.
Is he an officer or an enlisted?
Officer.
What's the craziest thing you ever did in high school? You ever get in trouble for anything and just like, oh my God, my old man's going to kill me. He's a Marine.
So it's funny. I have a funny story about this because when I was in high school, one of my best friends growing up. I was spending the night at his house one night, and he wanted to go roll some houses back. I don't know.
Standard high school hijinks.
Yeah.
I mean, is it still standard? Do people still roll houses?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't.
Doesn't seem like it.
Right? Like
I haven't seen or heard of that in a long time.
I feel like it just disappeared. I wonder if there was a convention for
What kind of petty vandalism do kids engage in nowadays?
Right? Like it's just kind of gone. I just haven't seen it in forever. So he wanted to go roll some houses, and I kid you not, I went and asked his mom permission for us to go out and roll houses.
Wow. You did what?
I asked for permission.
What did she say? Permission denied.
She was okay with it. I'm not going to put her on blast, but
cool.
she was more because she was a cool mom.
Yeah.
Like she
gotta
was a
have
cool
that mom.
Yeah.
So it's funny. We actually are dealing with a parental disciplinary situation right now. I won't get into the specifics here, but like my wife had to ask me. She's like, "Well, if this is the worst that happens, we'll be okay." And then she asked me, "What's the worst thing you did?" And I was like, "Oh,
that you got caught doing, or you got away with?"
Well, yeah, the worst trouble you got into. So I guess what you got caught doing. And I was like, let's just say the police were involved and mom and dad were not happy. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Same here.
And then the other thing we had was my son, who is 10. And speaking of vandalism, like I had to have a father-son with him. He goes up to the school. We live near the school. He goes up to the school and writes in sidewalk chalk, which kids have, on the sidewalk right in front of the school cafeteria, "I hate school." Okay. And then he signed it. It said, "I hate school -Eli." Like it's a quote. Like and so I'm like, it's not the end of the world. I don't even think the teachers, I don't think he got in any trouble. But I was like, son, let me just tell you something. Like, I'm not advocating vandalism, but then if you, in the future, should you decide to deface some public property, maybe not put your signature on there, make it a little easier to get away with. It's like, Dad, you make a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And so we moved on. But yeah.
I've offered to mentor the young man numerous times to us.
We don't have a Marine in the family as a disciplinarian. So
the way I put it to folks is, and I love my dad, did y'all watch that 70s show growing up?
Oh yeah, Red, one of the great characters of all time. Red Foreman.
I have a lot. It was a very Red and Eric household.
Okay.
And I was very skinny, twitchy. I had the hair back in high school like that too. So whatever, like that's the clearest picture I could paint there is that
gruff.
Yeah.
That was my old man. He was ex-military.
But it kept me in line, man. Like it was one of those deals where you were scared. Like you didn't want that call. Like I didn't want that call to.
You don't want to
dad.
disappoint a dad like that. It's the same thing.
Yeah, kept me out of trouble.
Disappoint my old man.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Chase. So are you ready? The chase has been going for a couple of months now. You're getting your sea legs under you. Are you ready for your first football season on air as a sports radio talk show host?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a fun season. I think we got through it. It's fun to kind of get your feet wet over the summer months, so once the regular season's all systems go, we have the reps, because so much of this is reps. Like you just have to get used to doing live reps and talking to different folks and live radio and everything else. And it's just, it's muscle memory, man. So I think I'm a lot more comfortable than when I first started. And I think I'll continue to get more and more comfortable. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast. We had a really fun show today, and talking to Jesse Smithy, talking to Oak Ridge's David Clary, who gave you a shout out on the air today.
You talked to Diamond Dave?
Oh, we talked to Diamond Dave today.
Oh, Diamond Dave and I go way back. That's my guy.
He's great.
Great Braves fan.
Yes, great Falcons fan. We talked
Yes.
Falcons, Braves. Yeah, he's an Atlanta guy. So yeah, he shouted out your West Rebels, and
Right.
it's a big weekend for y'all with Bearden. But yeah, it was great talking to David. So yeah, I love being able to talk high school football, talk college football, Tennessee, and everything else. So
I didn't realize that's who that was. I came in about halfway through it.
Okay, yeah, David, and he's awesome. So we'll have him on more. Oak Ridge bound for a big year, but he does a great job at prep radio. Legend in the Oak Ridge community.
Absolutely. A big game tomorrow for them, hosting Halls on a Thursday night, Packer Vision special.
Yes.
I can't wait to get home and watch that. All right, so as you do your show and you're counting down to the football season, like there's a certain vibe around the program, and like you know, every show has its own kind of unique analysis of what they think the season is going to be. What is that kind of settled into for the Chase here as we're about 10 days out? Just your 10,000 foot view of the upcoming season, and we'll throw out the dreaded E word there. Expectations for the Vols.
I think I am leaning more towards cautious optimism right now as a whole. I think there's still a lot of stuff that's just not going to be settled early on. And I think there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of overreactions based on what Tennessee looks like against Syracuse in the Dome. I think the offense is going to be a work in progress. I think the starting 5 offensive linemen are not going to be the starting 5 all season long. It seems like, I mean, we'll see on Pendleton, but there's a reason he started at guard at Notre Dame out of the gate here. And we'll see if he's able to transition from guard to center. Do they want to wait on Satterwhite and maybe eventually move Pendleton over to right guard? Are you sure you're going to be able to survive in SEC play with Georgia coming to town in week 3 with a true freshman right tackle and a redshirt freshman right guard and Jesse Perry? Is that really where you want to go? And then a new center with Sam Pendleton. So I kind of wonder about the right side of the offensive line this year. I think tight end is just going to be a juggernaut for Tennessee. I'm really, really excited to see what the true freshmen, Deshaun Brame and Jack Van Dorselaer, do. A big year for Ethan Davis. He spoke to the media today. Joey Aguilar, cool, calm, collected customer. I think that'll be more than fine. Running backs should be really good. I feel good there. Schedule's still great. I think the one big question I have, and Patrick Brown at Vols 247 was on with us today, and I differ with him in this regard, where he has Tennessee's defensive line as the number 1 position room here at Tennessee this year. And I think any other year, I would agree, Rodney Garner. I'm not in the business of doubting Rodney Garner.
Sure.
But I do think, especially the David Hobbs injury, like that, I don't think is in a lot of Tennessee fans' radars right now.
No, that's a big one, though.
Yeah.
It's a huge one. Like that's one where I think he had the Omar Norman Lott bump on the way this year. I think he's someone who could have been a big-time pass rusher in the interior behind Moy and Eason, who the way I've described this defensive line this year, at least with the starters, it's a bridge year because you have so if you look at the SEC, all SEC preseason coaches teams that were released this week, Dramad is a first teamer, and then Arion, Boo, and a couple of Brazel, Kitzelman, and someone else I'm forgetting off the top of my head are third teamers. But guess who doesn't make the list? Any defensive lineman for Tennessee this year. So you're losing a first and second rounder in Lott and Pierce from a season ago. I am very bullish on Tennessee's defensive line in 26 and 27. But this year, I wouldn't put them as number 1. I think if I had to say on the defensive side of the ball where I'm most confident, I think corner, once you get Dramad back, if you are able to roll with, if Boo is going to play at star, and I still lean towards we see Boo sooner rather than later, if you're able to keep McMurray at corner, and he was a top 100 PFF corner last year, you have Colton Hood, who by all accounts has just been a plug-and-play guy and just looks like an awesome addition from Colorado. If your foursome is Dramad, Ricky, Colton Hood, and Jalen McMurray, I would put that cornerback tandem up against anybody in the SEC and really up against anybody in the SEC. That's my number 1 position room for Tennessee, I think, this year. So I feel good. I feel good about Tennessee in a lot of different ways. I think the schedule is really strong. I think they have a high floor, but I do think it's just going to take time because, I mean, the receivers just missed so much time here in fall camp that I just have a hard time believing the tempo and the chemistry and the timing between Aguilar and these receivers is going to be where you want it to be come the middle of the year. So come back to me on the passing game later on this year, but I do think there's going to be a lot of mixing and matching in the trenches, and I think the cornerback room is just going to be a huge strength for this team once again.
I wondered if we're going to see a lot of, 2 tight end sets.
Oh, yeah.
Early.
I think you have to.
Early on in the season until they can get their timing. I'm pretty bullish on our entire defense. The only thing that kind of makes me wonder about defense, I'm a little unsure about, is safety. What with I cannot remember the kid's name.
Just Farouk?
No, the kid that transferred out just out of the blue.
Jacoby Thomas.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's an okay
Mid-state
loss.
missile.
He was all right, but I mean, I think Farouk can give you what Jacoby Thomas did. I think you're going to be fine there. Will Brooks is maybe the best safety. I mean, Tim Banks has had here at Tennessee, and he's a walk-on last year. I'm not like Tim Banks is going to make it work with. I mean, Andre Turrentine started 16 straight games. He's a model of consistency there.
It is one of the. I look at it and the projected starters with Boo working his way back in, probably going to be suspended for at least the first possession, if not the first quarter, if not the first game.
Yeah.
And then Jermad's working back. It's like okay, so McMurray's going to start at the star position and Hood on the outside, Farouk and Turrentine. Like, not a lot of star power out there, which is kind of same thing we're talking about with the defensive line. It's like good, solid players, good, solid depth, but not a lot of star power.
And you can't get home because remember last year, this is one of the things that I think is going to be so interesting between looking at this defense with Banks and company this year is something like I don't know how, are you a notepad guy as you're watching games, Russell?
Sometimes, yes.
I am an all the time notepad guy. Love
like yellow legal pad.
Yellow legal pad. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like that's how I retain a lot and make notes for the shows and everything else. Like I need to, because I'll forget some stuff. Like the games are long and I just want to make sure I can circle back and reflect on stuff. And one of the things I'm going to be writing down against Syracuse next Saturday is what does that defensive line rotation look like? Because I'm curious, do you throw Campbell and Utley and guys like that out there early on? But I also just kind of wonder how much this team's blitzing. So I'm going to see how much they're sending just 4, because last year they were just living and dying with 4 and they were playing back and they were like, you're not going to beat us over the top. Tennessee was the only team in the SEC to not give up a 40+ yard passing play last year. And I don't know if you're going to be able, I shouldn't say I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to get away with that this year with Don Bailey and Eason Moy and Joshua Josephs. I mean, Josephs had 2 sacks last year and he was a really good player in a lot of ways, but I think expecting like a James Pierce year 4 elite for Josephs, I don't think that's fair. I just don't think that's his game. He's not probably going to be that guy. If you are going to have that kind of leap, it's Ross or Herring at that Leo spot. So for me, I think they're going to have to send 5 or 6. And you remember those early Tim Banks years where I think a lot of fans got frustrated Jeremy Banks, for all intents and purposes, was a great blitzing linebacker. Like he was flying. Him and Beasley were great at getting after the quarterback. And Banks was a very blitz happy guy early on at Tennessee because they didn't have the personnel. I think it's not to that same degree of limited options on defense this year, but I don't think you're going to be able to get away with sending 4. Like you're going to have to be far more of a blitzing team than you've been the last 2 years. And I think it's just because of kind of where you're at with the front 4 that I think we're going to see Arion Carter fly up the middle more. I think we're going to see Edwin Spillman getting his name called. I mean, Boo Carter is a great blitzing star. Boo needs to play. And I guess for this question, I was thinking about this week too, Russell. I want to get your perspective on it. In the professionalization of college football, is there like so much of this has been like, oh, you don't want to lose the locker room. Like Boo's got to earn his way back.
Yeah.
I think in 2003, obviously you're like, okay, this makes a lot of sense to me. If Boo is making good money to be a Tennessee defensive back, and I think that's a harder sell for me, where you're not going to have a situation where all 90+ guys are all like, awesome, Boo's back, and it's all kumbaya. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be some mixed emotions, right? Like it's impossible to please everybody. The ultimate goal here is to win games, and if everyone on this team is compensated, like Boo Carter should just play. Like either keep him off, like either move him off the team or play Boo Carter. Like
I think that's the only reason he's still on the team.
Yeah.
Is that they have so much money invested in him. And I don't know, I think at the professional level, like they're professionals in the NFL, and you don't see a lot of guys. Like it's hard to just show up and play. And like generally the knuckleheads are weeded out by the time you get there. Yeah, every now and then there's an Antonio Brown who sneaks through the cracks, who's just so good that you roll him out there and play. But I think it's an important learning experience for him. I don't think he's going to be here next year, but I do think that they're keeping him. And it's a delicate balance, man, because there is a little bit of the old college rah-rah thing that you can't take out of this thing. And Like you got to have that locker room harmony, man. You heard the coach from Maryland, Mike Loxley, talk about this a couple of weeks ago. He said like he lost his locker room. Like he actually said that. He's like, I lost my locker room because I allowed this stuff to fester behind closed doors. Oh, he's making this and I'm not making that, or he's making more and I'm the one out there playing and all that stuff. So coaches have to be cognizant of that. It's a delicate balance. I'm sure it's not fun for them to think about, but that's the reason you're making $9 million a year. Figure it out, dude.
100%. And I just would rather clarity there. I think fans would understand if you moved on when you did, but now that we're 2 weeks out, I don't know. Like if he's only returning punts against Syracuse, that's gonna kind of annoy me. Like
punts. That's the one thing. Like if you're having, for me, like if you're having trust issues, and it sounds like Boo's had some major league trust issues. And there were a couple I want to say.
Can you imagine if he gets out there and muffs a punt in a close game? Like how mad the fans are going to be.
Like, makes a boneheaded, because you got to have – that requires that split-second decision. You've got to be able to look at whoever's coming downfield to decapitate you and judge it. And you got to, is he going to try and field one inside the 5?
I mean, Boo is one of those guys. It's really, I guess, Boo and Mike are the only two who have that kind of first twitch, make the guy miss kind of ability. You saw what D. Williams did. I mean, you don't beat Texas A&M without D. Williams. No, and I think Boo is good enough to flip at least one game.
Trust him a little bit to go out there and err on the side of recklessness because
100%.
Your athleticism could create something special. Chase Thomas is with us. Chase, I know you got to run. Last thing for you. What was the hardest part of becoming an Eagle Scout?
Ooh.
Did you have to build something? My brother was an Eagle Scout. He had to build like a staircase by the side of this church, and like with wood
for his Eagle project.
All this stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, the Eagle project, one of the things is you're more managing, not doing, which is kind of the cool part of doing the Eagle project. It's like you do the planning, and then you have a bunch of volunteers who do the actual labor part of it. But no, we did bat houses at the local park.
Bat houses?
Yeah. Bat houses.
Yeah.
And benches and bat houses. Yeah.
Like for bat,
like literal bats.
Flapping bats. They have houses.
Yeah.
Bats, as freaky as they are, they're kind of our friend.
Yes. They get after varmints that we don't want, little insects and everything else. Yeah. Bats are important. But
Have you ever been to Austin, Texas?
I have not.
There's a bridge down there where the bat, and it's like a tourist attraction. People will come out to see the bats come out at night.
Yeah.
And there's just like hundreds of them, and they come out and fly in flocks and stuff. And it seemed a little weird to me, but apparently that's a thing.
There's a giant one in Key Largo in Florida.
Interesting.
It is massive bat house.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool. I mean, I'll have to show you a picture after we get off here. But yeah, Bear knows what I'm talking about. Like it's a little, they go up and they hang, sleep upside down. So they hang like that in it. But
like Michael Keaton and Batman.
I would say probably, you know what's hard is the week-long summer camp where you're just, it gets.
You talking about the jamborees?
Oh, the jamborees, the Camp Rainy Mountain up there in North Georgia, middle of nowhere.
You been to that?
Oh yeah, like it gets.
Nerd convention or
it gets smelly and it just I don't want to it's just not like you're by Wednesday, Thursday, you're like, man, I got to keep powering through this. And it's hard. It's a mental.
You had to earn it.
You really did. I mean, I understand Tennessee football athletes, like fall camp sounds difficult, but come talk to me when you've done a week at
Boy Scout camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like talk to me when you've done some of that. I mean, we did we canoed Elk River, I remember, here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with that. So we did different things. And, I mean, there's some cold ones. Like I did a camp out one time that was, I mean, it got frigid. And it was one of those where you're young and dumb, and it was pouring down rain. My sleeping bag got pretty wet, and we're talking below freezing temperatures. It was kind of dicey there for a little bit.
Oh man, this is actually dangerous.
Yeah, like 100%. Like there was some real danger there. So,
no danger here in the friendly confines of the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We're glad to have you, Chase Thomas. We'll be listening tomorrow, 1 to 3 p.m. What do you got on tap?
I mean, we're still booking that out, but we got Vols Tim in here because our Friday night Fan Run Football Friday. Vols Tim's going to come in. We're going to preview
because only
Friday nights. We're back. High school football show will be here on Friday night. So we're going to talk about the season here ahead and what lies ahead on that football show. And I'll be calling in every Friday, going to different games here each and every week across the state of East Tennessee. So look out for that. But all kinds of big guests that I'm still working on here. But Ethan Stone of Saturday Down South will be in as he is every Thursday. So He does great work. We'll talk about the new college football column he wrote this past week. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, we have all kinds of great content each and every day right here on The Chase. But I appreciate the time, Russell.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk
appreciate
soon.
you. Yeah, thanks for jumping on with us. That's Chase Thomas. Hear him tomorrow, 1 to 3 p.m. right here on Fan Run Radio. Quick timeout. We'll open up the phones, 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in. Call or text to the drive this afternoon at 865-966-3435. Back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
The Drive.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at bonowshouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Are you tired of hiding your smile because of crooked teeth? At Knoxville Smiles, we've got the perfect solution. Invisalign. No metal, no wires. Just clear, comfortable aligners that straighten your teeth without anyone noticing. Eat what you want, smile with confidence, and see results in as little as 6 months. Call us today for more information about Invisalign, 865-539-1776. Or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Good afternoon. It's starting to feel pretty good. I-40 at the Holston River Bridge, watching it pick up even more with that volume traveling on out through East Knox County on I-40 going eastbound. As you head out towards Sevier County, a little bit of radar out there earlier. Sevier, Jefferson County, Broadway traffic trying to build certain sections going outbound on Broadway right here at 640. Hey, don't miss the Atlanta Braves Alumni Golf Tournament, September 15th at
Throw underwear on the stage, please. Put them over there. Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online, fanrunradio.com, your free Fan Run app. We are streaming on the YouTube, the Twitch, and all that stuff. And we got a podcast that you can listen to at your leisure. If you miss any of it, be sure to go and check that out. Tennessee getting ready for Syracuse. This is their mock game week. So they are having a game week style practice, a rehearsal for the real thing, which of course starts next week. Classes in session, everything this week. So the guys are having their morning practices, their media sessions. They'll have another dress rehearsal kind of walkthrough scrimmage on Saturday. And then Monday, they have their game week Monday practice. Josh Heupel noon press conference. And we are into full game week activities.
When's our travel day? Is it Friday next week, or are they going down?
Yes.
What's the deal? They don't fly to Atlanta, do they? Bus?
That's actually a good question. I would imagine they would fly.
Because it's like I know we don't ever fly. We don't fly to Nashville. We don't fly to Lexington. I think it has to be over a certain distance.
I would imagine they would fly. That's a pretty long bus trip for a bunch of people, an official travel party. I'd imagine
large young men.
Yeah,
like
you just
football
charter
players.
a flight. You see where Southwest Airlines is at McGee Tyson now?
Really?
They're going to 4 locations.
Where are they?
Dallas.
Huh?
I can't remember. Dallas, Atlanta, maybe?
That'd be weird for Atlanta.
Somewhere in Florida, and then somewhere up northeast.
New York?
No, it was
Baltimore
dumber than
or
that.
something?
Yeah, maybe Baltimore or something like that.
I've
And
always
then the
wanted to go to
4th one,
Baltimore.
Nashville. That's the one that I remember.
Yeah, you can't. Like if you wanted to fly from Knoxville to Nashville, you'd have to go through Atlanta first.
Not anymore.
Just
You're gonna take
Southwest.
And I'm thinking it's like, okay, so you get to the airport an hour and a half early, you wait around there, you fly to Nashville, you get your bags and everything. And then like by the time you do that, like it's almost the 3 hours that it takes to drive it.
Yeah.
But you will have that option, which for those of us who travel to Nashville a lot, like particularly the drive back, if I could X that out, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I came really close to from a trip coming up here in a couple of weeks to just driving to Nashville and flying out of there.
That's what I did going to Arizona until
so much. If I never, and I unfortunately will have to set foot in the Atlanta airport again here in a couple of weeks, but that's like the 3rd plane of hell, man.
it's a lot going on in there.
Do you know it's the busiest airport on the planet?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Atlanta.
Hartsfield.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Places.
It's not a fun place to be.
It's not. You just gotta power through those kinds of airports. I haven't been through LAX. I imagine it's the same.
No, LAX is not bad compared to Atlanta.
I think a lot of it depends on when, what day, what time you're going through these places.
Weather.
For sure. Yeah, weather.
Let's get Roberto in here, our first call of the day. Good afternoon, Roberto. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Hey guys, it's Baltimore/Washington, Dallas, Nashville, and Orlando.
Dallas, Nashville,
and the reason it's
Orlando.
Nashville is because they're a huge Southwest hub. Actually, you wouldn't believe it, but they are.
So that's
Like half
one of
their
their
flights.
big hubs.
Yeah, it's about half their flights in and out, I think.
I mean,
so that'll be
Nashville's
nice.
rated as one of the best airports as far as like customer service and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, for Disney families, Orlando's it's gonna be a nice change of pace for MCO versus going to Sanford and all that. Actually, I've made that BWA flight, I don't know, 60 times. It's that's kind of a murderer's area though when you land at BWA. So don't suggest the Baltimore flight unless you have to. Guys, Walker, you said it earlier that the Aguilar story is pretty wonderful when you think about it. Guys, all these people call from around the area when I'm talking football or whatever, Tennessee fans, Georgia, LSU, doesn't matter. And their question immediately is Joey Aguilar, right? And to which I say, it's not going to take much for him. I want to see if you guys agree with this. It's not going to take much for him to make us forget about Nico. Because Nico was not good last year. It's not going to take much, especially with his story. I like that from Walker, the thought of that. If he is just good, not elite, not even top 5 in the conference, just good. Call it 6 to 10 in the conference. Tennessee's going to win a lot of games, and people around here are going to fall in love with that kid. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, there's a game management aspect, I think, that like if he can just do some of the things. I'm sure we've all seen the clip of Nico missing the wide open deep throw against Ohio State that went viral earlier this week. Like if he can just recognize things, which, maybe that's a function of his 2 years starting experience that Nico didn't have. and just pull the trigger on some of those throws that Nico didn't even attempt. Forget the ones that he just missed. What about all the ones that he didn't even throw? Like, if he can pull the trigger on those and hit a few of those, I think fans will be happy. And again, like, they're grading him on a curve, I think, this year. Like, the expectations for Joey are not going to be as high as the expectations were for Nico. So that's another thing he can benefit from.
And what if he performs at the exact same level? Is it a good year or a very good year? See where I'm going here, Russ?
Depends on
That's
whether
exactly
or
what I
not
mean.
depends on whether or not our running game is like it was last year, and if we can put up the same kind of defensive numbers. He just really just got to manage games, and big thing for him is not make mistakes, and especially not throw interceptions or have a bunch of turnovers.
I kind of see Roberto's question.
I'm sorry.
Kind of makes a good point. Like, how good does Joey have to play before we move the goalposts on him and on the team?
Mm-hmm.
And what defines a successful season if Joey Aguilar is good?
Good point. I don't know. Personally, I kind of like the kid, like a whole lot. I like a kid who realizes how good he's got. It's like Bruce Pearl in his early years at Tennessee when he just realized how good he had it. Best job he'll ever have. You could ask him right now, and if he was to give you a straight answer, Bruce Pearl would say Tennessee's the best job he ever had. Period. Even at Auburn, even though he's been to Final Fours, he'd say Tennessee was the best. And that's what I like about Aguilar. And then I'll leave you maybe with, well, I was going to say with this thought, if he gets us to the promised land of the playoffs again, I mean, people are going to go nuts for this kid. And I just wonder what that looks like from a dollars and cents perspective for him. You know what I mean? Like, he's making $1 million-ish now. You think he would get NIL kicks halfway through the season, or is that ship sailed? I don't know.
For Joey?
Yes.
I mean, I think if he blew up, like if he became a Johnny Manziel-like phenomenon, then yeah, there would be some quick moves. But if he's doing what you're saying and he's just having a Nico-like season where he's just sort of game manager and it's whatever, we're running the ball a lot, then probably not.
No, I would agree with that. But I meant if he is meteoric, he becomes Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, if that, yeah, I mean, there probably will be some money just fall into his lap here. The good thing about it, Roberto, is listening to him speak today, I don't get the opinion that that's high on his radar. I think he's here to play football and to win, which is such a welcome relief and stark contrast to what that program had to deal with last year.
Yeah, and all these people talking about hate watching UCLA. I don't know if I'm going to hate watch them, but I think it is fair that this fan base does not want Nico to be successful this year.
No.
Is that also fair?
I think
I don't want him to be successful.
I don't know if it's fair or not. I just think it's natural. That's what's going to happen.
Little jilted lover action there. Well, I'm really looking forward to this season. I've come full circle. The boo stuff seems to have ironed itself out a little bit as of Josh Heupel's comments yesterday. This Aguilar situation, I for one am glad they announced it. Everybody's like, why wouldn't you just do it game week, right? It's because Merklinger's been horrendous, and I think that the team was starting to sense that. And then, it's just exciting to be excited and to know that these are the guys that are going to start. This is the reasonable expectation. And we're on the cusp of game week. So I'm excited, guys. As a fan, I'd like to see us surprise some people because it seems like when the national media is down on Tennessee does very well. Like that 22 team, nobody was high on Tennessee. Remember, I think we started 23rd in the country that year, and we were the number one in the CFP, the first CFP. Am I right about that?
I want to say it was higher than that, but yeah, I mean, it was low. We climbed the mountain.
That's when people really started taking us seriously that year.
Yeah. Well, if we had that defense, if we have this defense that year, we'd play for national championship. So take that for whatever it's worth, guys. I'm pretty excited, and I like that Aguilar actually seems to actually care about being here. It's just so refreshing. And whoever is his PR person who's told him just say all the nice things about Tennessee, brilliant move. Take care.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate it. Well done. Nice first phone call of the afternoon. When we continue, Walker will have the top 4 at 4 today. Some breaking news on the Tennessee football front that we will share with you, and we will get right back to your phone calls. Aaron Torres, Fox Sports Radio, going to join us as well in hour number 2. Stay with us. The drive continues on Fan Run Radio.
The drive.
This is one of the last homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies play this season. This week will be full of celebrations with all-you-can-eat Wednesday and Titans night on Thursday. You could win a free Titans autographed jersey and tickets to an upcoming game. Then the weekend is packed with fireworks on Friday. Saturday is UT night with a Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway and fireworks, and our day game of the week on Sunday. Grab your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway here on Fan Run Radio, and the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. We will be there tomorrow, live from 3 to 6 doing the show. Would love to see you out there in the historic Old City. We've got great food, live music at Barley's, the best draft beer selection in town, and a great place to watch sports as well. We'll have a big announcement about that while we're out there. So looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at Barley's. Walker Smith, top 4 at 4. Hit it.
Thank you, Russ. A little bit of breaking news at the top of the list. At number 1, a charge of driving with a suspended license against Tennessee football's Chris Brazzell was dismissed after the wide receiver's arrest on August 8th. Knox County Sheriff's Department deputies clocked the 21-year-old Brazzell driving 60 miles per hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone.
Always said speed is his best attribute.
It's true. And then arrested him after learning the driver's license had been suspended for failing to appear in a Blount County court and driving court on another driving violation in 2024. The earlier citation was for failing to carry insurance on his vehicle. Brazzell produced proof of insurance, paid the court costs to Blount County, and the case was dismissed on August 11th.
All right, maybe we're back, baby.
We might be back.
We got our speedy wide receiver driving around with no license. He tried to produce a passport.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he had that. You know,
he's a Bond villain or something. Like, I don't have a driver's license, but I've got a passport.
Yeah. There's somebody that works at Fan Runs in that same situation right now, I think.
That doesn't have a driver's license?
I think it may be expired, or their passport's expired, or
how do you like the driver's license? Isn't it they up it for like 10, 15 years? Like, I had to get mine re-upped a year or so ago, a couple of years ago, and it was the first time in eons that I'd had to do anything with my driver's license. Yeah, I was driving around my dad's car a couple of weeks ago to pick something up, and he doesn't drive much anymore. I'm looking at the license plate, and it was like December 24.
Really?
I was like, Pops. Go back through his mail and find they sent it to him. He just never put it on.
Oh, so he had the sticker ready to go. You do the deal with I always do that now. Somebody stole mine. The sticker.
Stole your sticker?
Yeah, they peeled it off. What you're supposed to do is, once you put it on there, you take a razor blade and you make 2 cuts on it. That way
they can't peel it off in one piece.
Yeah, and it'd be worthless to them.
I've never heard of that, but I've never had it stolen either.
I've never thought about people stealing the star off my license.
I didn't either until I was washing. It wasn't.
Maybe that's what happened.
Volkswagen.
Well, no, because he had the sticker.
It was that car. The old Volkswagen. And
weird.
I was washing my car one day, and I looked down. I was like, I thought I did this like 2 months ago, and I did.
At number 2, the college football playoff says it's making some changes to the way it evaluates teams during the 2025 college football season. The playoff announced Wednesday that it was making, quote, enhancements to the tools that the selection committee uses to assess schedule strength and how teams perform against their schedule. The changes come after 9-3 Alabama was the first team left out of the playoff and ended the season ranked ahead of 10-2 Miami.
This is what the SEC has been fighting for.
Kinda,
we're not going to go to the 9-game schedule unless you guys start taking strength of schedule into consideration a little bit more. So, okay, they've done this, and I'm sure the SEC will say, well, we want to wait and see how it goes, which I guess is fair.
Yeah.
But for those of us who think that we need to just go to a 9-game conference schedule, it's a little bit maddening that we've been talking about this for 5 years and seemingly there's still no end in sight.
How much longer, just gut feeling, how much longer do you think the conferences are going to last?
Oh, at least another decade until the end of these media rights deals, and 35 is when I would think that might change.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we talk about tradition and what makes the sport special, and it still says SEC, but there's 6 teams in there now that weren't there when I first fell in love with the league.
And a couple of them Really, Mizzou's the one that really sticks out.
So what happens if you add another 2 teams or another 4 teams or something like that? At a certain point, you can call it the SEC, but it's not the SEC as most of us know it, and not even us older guys, but like guys Walker's age are gonna, you start throwing North Carolina, Virginia, or Clemson, or Florida State, or somebody into this league, and it's just going to look a lot different. And I think at that point, if they do have a movement to say, hey, let's do away with this and just completely reimagine college football like some of these groups have proposed, I think there'll be less resistance to that if the conferences continue to look less and less like the conferences that we grew up with.
I'd give anything to go back to the original conferences.
Yeah.
Then you play 9 games. It'd be a true round robin. Walker. Be incredible.
Would be good. I always thought the perfect number for the amount of teams in a conference was 12. Like once you get past 12, like into 14, then it seems like too many. And 10 was kind of right there. Didn't seem enough. The 12 team leagues, those were always, I felt like that's the right number of teams in a conference.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that really gets me is that you're a football player in an SEC school, and there's a better than average chance you are not going to play home and home with every team in your conference.
Yeah.
While you're in college. And I think if they could figure out some way to fix it, I don't know if they'll ever work with the number of teams we got now.
Yeah, there's too many teams in the conference. It makes that tough.
I was just thinking about it last night after a conversation yesterday about, the American League, National League going away. So
yeah. At number 3, 2 of the biggest names in boxing will clash on November 14th when Jake Paul faces Gervonta Tank Davis at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. The 2 sides confirmed to ESPN on Wednesday. The contracted weight for the fight and number of rounds has yet to be determined. The fight will be promoted by Paul's Most Valuable Promotions and streamed live globally on Netflix.
Is Paul really, are we really considering this guy like, what, I can't remember the exact phrase you used.
A boxer?
Yeah, boxing. Because
if you're fighting Tank Davis, you're boxing.
He's more of a side
it's the realest fight that he's taken. Now, Davis has had a bunch of legal problems, right?
He's not legal problems a little bit. It's more just not accepting fights that people want him to accept. I feel like was a sentiment there. And then I think a lot of the backlash to this, people were saying like Tank Davis is kind of sold out and isn't going for like the real glory of boxing, but he's going to make a bunch of money.
Hasn't he have like?
I think he has
beat up on
stuff.
a woman and maybe some,
have to look
some
into
cocaine or something. I don't know, like classic boxer stuff, But I have to. I mean, he's been. He'll have been the best boxer that this guy has fought. I'm kind of interested to.
I'd love to see him
how
get
that works
knocked out
out
again.
If
Who was it who knocked him out?
No one's knocked him out.
Yeah, I've seen the video of it.
He got beat by a guy. I don't think he didn't get put to sleep.
He got absolutely. I'll try and find it at the break.
Let's find the video.
I didn't think he would get up from that. Like he got floored coming across the ring.
You remember what fight it was?
No.
I'll have to look it up. But no, if Jake Paul wins this fight, then he's a real boxer. Gervonta Tank Davis is a real boxer. This isn't just an old guy he's trying to fight or a guy going for money. Like Tank Davis is.
How old's Tank Davis?
He's in like prime of his career, or like round.
Yeah, he's still
30.
an active fighter.
Yeah, like he is actively fighting for championships. It's a real fight. It's kind of crazy.
He is 30.
Yeah, so right at that prime.
Undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Lightweight. What are they fighting? He's 5'5". What are they? What's the weight limit?
Weight is undetermined. Same for the number of rounds. Does Tank hold any titles? I have no idea.
I thought Paul was a heavyweight.
He's been a super featherweight, lightweight, and light welterweight champion.
Yeah. It'll be something fun to keep track of.
I want to see the guy fight somebody his size that's in the prime of their career, not a welterweight, super flyweight, whatever. He's going to have a significant size advantage on Tank.
Probably. But Tank's one of the best fighters on the planet. So I think he's probably going to kill him, honestly. At number 4, There's some early action in the MLB today with 2 games already finished and 2 going on right now. The Pirates beat the Blue Jays 2-1, and the Tigers beat the Astros 7-2 earlier today. The Phillies are beating the Mariners 11-2 right now in Philadelphia in the top of the 9th. Finally, Arizona and Cleveland also just got underway in Phoenix with the score tied at 1-1 in the second.
A lot of afternoon baseball on a Wednesday. Thank you, Walker. That is the Top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Again, broadcasting live there tomorrow afternoon from 3 to 6 if you want to come by and hoist a frosty beverage with the drive. We will be there doing our thing live on Fan Run Radio. And, yeah, they've got sports trivia afterwards at 7 p.m. We'll be hanging around from that. If you want a piece of the drive, come get some. Come get some. We'll be there taking names and kicking ass, as we sometimes do here on Fan Run Radio. Yeah, I stayed up. I was looking for some light comedy last night, so I decided to flip on the Braves and White Sox.
It's a pretty comedic game.
That was silly. The White Sox, I think, they scored 13 runs against the Braves Tuesday or Monday, and then they scored like 10 last night. Just a completely stupid game. Braves came back from down 10-4. Yeah, they've the Braves are playing their best baseball now.
It's good to hear.
That they are nearly mathematically eliminated from playoff consideration, but it was great. Michael Harris, who spent the better part of the last 2 years flirting with the Mendoza line, has decided to start just tearing the cover up. Like, he is on a tear right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he is basically the second best hitter in baseball since the All-Star break.
Dang.
Like, he is. Yeah. He's
went
real.
to the witness protection program.
I know.
For a year and
he's
a
been
half.
awful. And so anyway, he's been great. Braves are down 1 in the bottom of the 8th last night. They load the bases. They walk Acuna intentionally to get to Michael Harris.
Oh.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Hottest hitter in baseball coming up against a weak right-handed pitcher, the White Sox. He bunts.
So disrespectful.
Bunts it straight back to the pitcher.
So disrespectful.
He just glove
That's
flips
awesome.
it back for the easy out at the plate. It is just like, that's peak Barves.
Yeah. I saw something I hadn't seen in a while. I saw, watching the Reds the other night. I saw the double intentional walk, where you intentionally walk one guy and then you walk the next guy again. Because they had a guy up, we had a guy on second, game tied the 9th, walked Ellie De La Cruz because they didn't want to pitch to him, and put a guy on first. Then they didn't want the lefty-righty matchup, so they walked the next guy to load the bases with like 1 or 2 outs.
Did they get out of it?
No, we won the game.
I guess that was dumb strategy.
It was
then.
dumb strategy.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for them.
It was the Angels. They're not known for their bold strategy.
Well,
only a game out of the wild card. Reds still hanging around.
Man, I'm pulling for you guys, Walker. I want to see you guys get to play postseason baseball, especially De La Cruz. He's fantastic. So, talk about Chris Brazel getting the charges dropped. And we haven't seen or heard much out of Chris Brazel this training camp. He's the leading returning receiver, 30 catches, a couple of touchdowns last year. Of course, this time last year, like, there was a lot of buzz around Brazel. We were calling him Brazel Dazzle, great portal find for Tennessee out of Tulane. He was injured a little bit last year, never made the impact. Some of that's on Nico. It's whatever. Then you get into the offseason, and people have kind of forgotten about him. I didn't. I'm looking for that second year Josh Heupel system jump that we've seen some wide receivers make. And he's hurt to start spring practice. He's had a knee procedure before. So, like, he misses the first 2 weeks. I guess he's back. They said he's practicing a little bit. Haven't heard much of an impact. Joey Aguilar is your starter now. Like, how quickly, how quickly can you expect quarterback and receiver to establish a connection and chemistry? before the start of a season, because basically all they have is 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's not like Joey was here during the sprint, he wasn't here. I don't know. Maybe since he's been here, has he been working out with him in the, they do that summer stuff where
maybe, but the guy had a knee issue that he had to have surgery, so he's missing some time after that. And I would presume that he's missing time before that because it's a problem, right? That like obviously there's some soreness or something there, and he's unable to participate. I don't know how much time they had to work together before right now.
I wonder if that's why like the tight ends and even, freshman Deshaun Brame have been, there's been the buzz about them as camp's gone on. I wonder just because none of the wide receivers are practicing. So hopefully they'll be able to get it together quick.
Hopefully. One of many questions surrounding this offense, and I mean, you've heard Roberto at the end of the first hour there. It's just nobody is looking for miracle worker status out of Joey Aguilar this season. People, if you can just get a game management, run the system, make the plays when they're there type of performance. Yeah. We don't need necessarily Hendon Hooker heroics here. It would be nice, but nobody's asking for
that. Need you to hit a decent number of those deep balls. When those guys and our receivers are running wide open downfield, you got to hit those.
When the opportunity is there, can you take advantage? We'll talk to Aaron Torres about all things college football when we continue on many of these fan-run affiliates. And go out west and talk to our boy AT. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys. And we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football. And we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through. And if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Good afternoon. 75 on the increase. Even more now.
Pleased to be joined by our old pal, Aaron Torres, Fox Sports Radio and Aaron Torres Online. Good afternoon, AT. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Russ. How are you, man?
Man, I'm into it. I'm just counting down the days here. Tired of talking about it. Ready to see it. I know you are the same way. Are you enjoying NFL preseason football from your perch out there in the City of Angels?
Yeah, it feels like, and I could be crazy, it feels like more people are playing in the preseason than maybe even a year or two ago. Maybe I'm totally making that up. It's still not a lot. But I'll say this, Russ, if we can take it back to college football, this is one of my big takes from the summer, is that as we professionalize college football more and more, we have to figure out a way to make the preseason more interesting. And I'm not saying we have to have preseason games, but I don't know if it's more media availability. I don't know if it's televised, like almost like the NFL does whip arounds where they have reporters everywhere. It just feels like, I know on a local level, I don't know how much you guys get to cover, but, it feels like you local guys have great access. I don't want to say great access because I don't know, but it feels like you guys always got something to talk about. On a national scale, unless DJ Lagway is walking around in a walking boot, I got nothing to talk about. So, again, I don't know if we can figure out a way to do preseason games or what it is to do something in August to get more national excitement with college football. Locally, there's no issue, but it feels like on a national scale, we're lacking for narratives and storyline.
Oh, amen. I couldn't agree more. And, like locally, we don't get much access either. I mean, they shut it down. Yeah, I mean, it's very they dole it out by the spoonful here, and they're very stingy with it in terms of access. But yeah, I've said, like, I would love to see preseason games. They did one year, I want to say Heupel's first year, they had like an open practice at the stadium where fans could go to, and nothing groundbreaking, but it's like, hey, at least you're showing them a little something. I don't know if you watched the Netflix series Any Given Saturday, the SEC teams, but that was really a lot of fun to watch for fans. And, of course, the coaches are going to say we didn't like it because it showed us cursing and everything. But I'm with you, AT. Hey, man, the more access, the better. The more football, the better. You got to let fans in a little.
Yeah, I agree. So first of all, with the Netflix thing, I haven't watched most of it. I will say I don't know that leading the entire show with Brian Kelly was like the most riveting thing that they could have done. And maybe that's why and I've been a Brian Kelly defender, but, he's not Mr. Personality, to say the least. And maybe it was because they had a big week one game. I don't know, a year ago. But, and what you just said is my thought exactly. And it's funny because, listen, I can criticize Greg Sankey for certain things. I can like him for certain things. But he hasn't been afraid to, if it's something for the good of the league, mandate it. If you remember, 4 or 5 years ago when the portal became a thing, he basically said, hey, we're not having inter SEC transfers in the spring because basically, it would just be a feeding frenzy coming out of spring ball. And so, again, if I'm Sankey and I really want to take over college football, again, especially as we professionalize this thing, and I feel less bad for the coaches making $8 million, but I certainly think it's not too much to ask for of the players who are now being very well compensated as well. But I just bring it up because, excuse me, I'm coughing here. To your point, Russ, could we mandate, 2 media availabilities a week? Could we mandate one open practice a week to the public? I don't know what the answer is, and it's unfortunate that, excuse me, the coaching staff you cover isn't more open, but I think we have to do something across college football for the good of college football.
Yeah, the NFL opens like just about every practice they have during the preseason, and it doesn't seem to hurt.
Quick, that's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
Is like, I'm like, wait a second. I was watching Hard Knocks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a second now. If, Sean McDermott's getting paid probably $10 million. Sean McDermott and Andy Reid can open up practice. I'm sorry, but Kirby Smart, I get that everything you do is a state secret, but you can open up practice twice a week or once a week or open up practice to the media. I don't know exactly what the answers are. It's not my job to do it. But one thing I do know is as a fan, I think just about everybody wants more this time of year. And so I don't know exactly what the answers are, but it feels like something needs to get done.
Aaron Torres taking a few with us this afternoon. Aaron, what's your favorite opening week matchup? Is it that Ohio State-Texas matchup with the two young hotshot QBs, or is there something else that catches your fancy a little more?
Yeah, one of my big takes is I think Texas-Ohio State is for the casuals. It's the helmet game, and everybody knows the brands, and Arch Manning is the story that, if you're not a college football fan, you're intrigued by. I think the game that I think Texas-Ohio State's for the casuals, LSU-Clemson, that I think for the people who really understand college football, they kind of understand what's at stake because, you look at, I think a loss in the opener shapes the narrative for both teams going forward. If Clemson loses, even if they win the ACC, I think you sit there and say, well, wait a second now. They lost at home to a team from the SEC. How good are they really? And then vice versa, conversely, LSU, if they lose that game and they are an underdog, they still have Florida at home and Ole Miss on the road, and that's just before the end of September. And so it's like, again, I haven't been as big of a Brian Kelly basher as a lot of people, but we all know this is year 4. He hasn't won a season opening game, and I'm not saying that he's a terrible coach if he doesn't win at Clemson, but I just think, there's a lot of positivity around that program right now, and if you lose that game, it goes back into negativity mode. So to me, that's the most intriguing one. I think also for all the Arch Manning hype, some people, for some reason that I'm unaware of, think Garrett Nussmeier could be the number 1 pick in the draft. I don't see that, but I do think Cade Klubnik's really good. And so again, two guys that are probably going to be in the first round conversation, or at least are coming into the year. And again, I think there's more at stake for the loser of that game just because of how the rest of the schedule breaks than there will be for Ohio State or Texas.
Aaron Torres, Fox Sports Radio, with us here this afternoon on the program. Aaron, your thoughts on Tennessee here and just their spot in the current college football hierarchy as a program. I know they're ranked, I think 17th and 21st coming into the season, but Josh Heupel has done some nice things here going into year number 5. He's had a couple of 10-win seasons, beat Clemson in an Orange Bowl, went to a college football playoff last year, but I don't think anybody is suggesting that Tennessee be viewed on the same level as Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, teams like that right now. What does Josh Heupel have to do in order to take that next step as a coach in Tennessee as a program?
Great question. It's probably a better question for me to ask you than you to ask me. I think you would have great insight into that. I think the vibes nationally are good. And I'll say this, listen, I promise I'm not trying to rehash and relitigate everything that happened in April. I won't name an individual's name, but I'll bring it up because I think Josh Heupel got a lot of positive, not just positive press, but I think he was viewed very positively in a lot of different circles because of how he handled the situation back in April. And I think, I know you guys were so embedded in it. I don't think even I, in the moment, it was a national story. It was a first take Colin Cowherd kind of story, and we just don't get many of those, especially in a college football offseason. And so I think just the way that he handled it, and by the way, handled it in multiple directions, not just, not acquiescing to that player's request, but also, doing it with class and saying that we've moved on and we respect him and we wish him nothing but the best. So I think there's a lot of positivity there, especially coming off of a college football playoff appearance. So obviously the next step, I won't even say to do it consistently because he has done it consistently at this point. I think the next step is to have a team that I think year in and year out is in that upper echelon of the SEC. And I'll just say really quick, I think there's a clear top 4 this year. I think most people feel that way of Georgia, Texas, LSU, and Bama. And we can argue who's number 1, is one of those teams overrated, whatever. But I think the conversation is, can Tennessee consistently get into that upper tier year in and year out? Transparently, if they had their starting quarterback from a year ago, I don't know if I would put them in that group or not. I haven't really thought about it. But I think that's the next, is to just be a team that, every single year is basically in the conversation to be in that 12-team playoff. And then obviously get there every couple of years, advance once you get there, things like that.
All right, Aaron. Last thing, we'll let you run. Bear's got a bone to pick with you here. He's going to hold your feet to the fire.
I didn't say
What did I
bone
do,
to
man?
pick. I mean,
What did I do, man?
Already softening.
Your,
All right.
your Michigan takes you completely ignored. I saw it on Twitter. I quote tweeted. Not sure if you saw that. Got me a lot of action.
I think I did. I think I did actually.
But you're not taking into account. I'd like to hear your Cockgate, for lack of a better phrase, when Michigan in 2022 manipulated the college football playoff with Shane Beamer.
That certainly is a very popular internet conspiracy. I'll tell you that much. You know, I'll tell you, one of the most popular videos I ever did on YouTube was breaking that down and how it might have happened and this and that. And I'm not being sarcastic when I say this. Like, if there's some definitive proof that I'm not aware of, I apologize. And by the way, I totally understand how a Tennessee fan can sit there and say, well, wait a second now, this team did nothing all year, and now all of a sudden, blah, 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 this and that. Yeah, I don't know. Is there definitive proof, or is it just mostly internet text message, Twitter chatter?
Well, no, I mean, what was the deal? There was a connection between Connor Stallions and a coach on staff at South Carolina, and the only two games where that offense looked somewhat functional was Tennessee and Clemson, and
Michigan needed both of them to lose to ensure a playoff spot.
That's where we
no, I get it. So it's not just Cockgate. It's also, I guess it is Cockgate. It's just big old Cockgate. Listen, all I'll say really quick is, I can only talk about it from the Michigan side. Now, if you want to have beef with my take that it didn't impact the national championship, you're welcome to do that. I can't speak to all this internet conspiracy that has manipulated the entire college football playoff. I can't go there. So I'm ducking the question, obviously.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not internet rumor. I mean, we came up with this here on the drive. Russell actually was initially the person who realized it, and then
no, none of that is true. What are you doing? You said you were going to take Aaron Torres to task on the show, and now you're backpedaling away from him, and you're trying to pawn it off on me. Say your piece, man.
I already said my piece. I'm not going to go after Aaron. He's,
Well, here's why. I think I'm actually the only national media member that I can't speak for fans, but you guys like me, and so you're like, damn it. If we lose Torres, we've lost everybody in the national media at this point. We've started too many fires, and now Bear's like, man, if I burn the bridge with Torres, there's no national guys left to talk to at this point. So, first of all, just know that there's nothing you guys could ever say that would upset me. Bear, if you want to come at me via text, or if you want 30 seconds, just call me an idiot. I promise I won't take it personally.
Well, you're not an idiot. I just think you've overlooked Cockgate. I mean, it's a real thing.
I like that it originated with you guys, though, because I do remember when that story started to circulate, and I had no idea that it circulated via the drive. Like I said, I talked about it on my show, and it blew up on the internet. So thank you guys for the clicks and views and downloads that I got.
It's like the Kennedy assassination, AT. Once you start going down that rabbit hole, there's no end to it. You can go as deep as you want. So we don't have time to set all those problems straight this afternoon. We do appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for jumping on with us. Everybody go follow him at Aaron_Torres, Aaron Torres online. He's got a great college sports podcast that you can go and listen to. And of course, you'll hear him weekends right here on Fox Sports Knoxville Fan Run Radio. Aaron, always appreciate it, my friend. Thanks.
Listen, you guys are two of my favorites. If you guys want to call me an idiot once I get off air, I will not be at all upset. I promise.
No, it's hey, you could say a lot of things about us, but we don't duck and run, man. We'll say it to your face. And
I mean,
we're not at that point.
It kind of sounds like they're just ducked and ran, though. That's the thing.
Well, maybe not we. How about that? Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Soon, okay?
Aaron Torres, Fan Run Radio. What do you think, Walker? Did Bear follow through on his promise to ask Aaron all the hard-hitting questions?
I think he did a pretty good job.
I really wish you had hit the Cockgate drop.
Yeah, you should have. I can't believe you didn't hit the button.
Can you hit it now?
Please.
No.
It's one of our favorite things.
You did it.
Cockgate.
You said you were going to you were going to get into it with him, and then you just sort of like lobbed a bunch of softballs and said, "Right, Russ? Right, Russ? Want me to jump in and fight your battle for you, big
Not
boy?"
fighting my battle. I mean, these are. I mean, I'm the
backup.
one who has to, get these guys lined up to come on here. You're not our only national friend, Aaron. We got Bill Bender, Josh Pate, Blake Topmeyer, Trey Wallace.
I said he immediately went on the defensive, put up his shield a little bit. It's like, Bear, I'm not going to get into it with you, and you just immediately dropped it. See, if you ever want to be a Big J journalist, real member of the college sports media, you're going to have to learn to put your personal friendships aside and be willing to ask the tough questions.
I always hedge it because Aaron's one of the
that's
few
what
national guys
I'm saying.
Like when I text him, snap of the fingers, he gets right back to me.
What's more important, you being buddies with people, or having integrity, journalistic integrity?
Friends challenge each other. If you got a bad take, friends challenge each other.
A friend will tell you when you're wrong.
Exactly. So it makes him a friend.
Are you not a friend?
Yeah, it also sounded like he was under the 5 or the 401 out there, and I couldn't really hear him that well.
It was live from the LAX tarmac.
Yeah.
All right, stay with us. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio. Open up the phone lines again here, 865-966-3435. Your phone number to call or text the show today, 865-966-3435. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'sproKnoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Join us for a trip to Mackinac Island for a stay at the beautiful Grand Hotel. Travel with us to southern Utah to witness the enormous, colorful, and unusual rock formations. Or join us on one of our many day trips. We're always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Good afternoon. Still building over here on 275 with a little bit more volume just in the last few minutes northbound on 275 at High School, pushing on up into Anderson throughout Campbell County. A little bit of a slowdown up there on that bridge in Campbell County southbound. 75 just before the Caravel exit. They're working on that Vasper Bridge. If your check engine light comes on, Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East
about
Stay safe.
driving around,
Please stay
listening
safe.
to the show this afternoon. Aaron Torres not buying Cockgate.
I was
Do
just
you
happy
buy
that
it
Bear
deep
asked the
in your
question.
heart of hearts, Bear?
Oh, 100%.
I
You'll
buy
never
it.
convince me otherwise. Michigan manipulated. I mean, it's just black and white. There were two teams that were in their way of making the playoffs in 22, Tennessee and Clemson. And suddenly South Carolina's offense and their defense had not worn those wristbands all year.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly they come out against Tennessee and they've got all our signals now. And so everybody's got a damn wristband.
Well, it wasn't the deep. I mean, we scored like what 30-ish points or so, and they put up 63 points on us that night.
Yeah, they had our defensive signals as well.
I mean, like 90% of me feels like, it's probably absurd and there was no nefarious activity going on.
90%?
10% of me is
Wants to believe.
10% of
Wants
me
to
does believe
100% of me believes
that there was
and Connor Stallions.
There was some Connor Stallion sign stealing stuff going on. It's just one too many coincidences for me not to fully not believe.
I mean, they have evidence of him being at our games or having people they filmed at Tennessee games. Yeah, 100% we're stealing our signals.
And the playoff implications for Michigan, and also
What's the smoking gun? I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, it's the problem. That's why
Right?
it's only 10% for me.
Oh, not me.
You're not going to get anybody to go on record and say, yeah, we did this, or obviously South Carolina is not going to confess to it.
No, that's why any chance we get to beat them, hammer them by like 60, I do. We're up 60-0. And we scored a touchdown with 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'm going for 2.
Who would you like to punk more? South Carolina, and you had your revenge the next year, right? We ended up beating them in 2023 at home. What would you rather really be able to rub their nose in it again, or would you like to get one over on Eli Dorkwitz after he told Josh Heupel he stands on business?
Stand on business, Josh. I'll stand on business. It depends on the situation. Let's say South Carolina's having, a good season this year. They're kind of the media, like the dark horse pick. I've seen in a couple of places. I mean, that'd be hard, man. I'd like to smash them and take something away from them, like they took it away from us with Cockgate.
Yeah, I still believe it. I mean, you're I mean, I know there's no smoking gun, but the preponderance of evidence says like they were such ass that year, that whole year. Like, terrible Florida walked the dog on them the week before. They were in shambles. And I know we had whatever was going on with Jeremy Banks. Like, okay, like
was that the week that Joe whipped him?
Yeah, that's not going to be enough to completely blow our defensive concentration to the point where we're giving up 63 points. A guy who has shown himself to be a solid defensive coordinator in this league, Tim Banks. Like he's not doing that. He's not giving up like that. But the bigger circumstantial evidence is just a South Carolina team that couldn't play dead in a Western.
No.
Suddenly coming alive for 2 weeks against opponents that were in the playoff race and set to be potential opponents of Michigan in that year's college football playoff. You had the ties, the guy who was at South Carolina, forgotten his name. It's been a while since we've gone over all the gritty details, but he was on Harbaugh's staff at Michigan. You had the clear ties there. Beamer's been caught for this kind of thing before.
Yep.
He was part of the Wake Forest thing, whatever happened there with Dave Clawson and those guys. So like there's a lot of smoke. And then perhaps the most smoke is that the next year they go right back to being ass offensively with the same quarterback.
They went right back to being ass after the week after the Clemson game, I thought.
Well, that was the last week of the season.
Did they make it to a bowl that year?
I don't even think they made it to a bowl.
I can't remember. I think they did. But at that, whoever they played, was not on Michigan's radar, so they had nothing to share.
They didn't get the package.
Yeah, and they went right back to being what they were before the next season.
Ass.
And now a lot of those same guys are gone. So, I mean, Mike Shula is their offensive coordinator, I think now. That was Freddie Kitchens. A lot of Alabama connections in this too, which, quite frankly, not doing a whole lot to dull the conspiracy theory here.
Roll down Tide.
I mean, all of this makes it sound like you should have had Bears back with Aaron, if you still believe it this much.
I wanted to see him fight his own battle.
Never underestimate Russ trying to see me squirm, put me in a position I'm not really liking.
You said you were going to do something. I knew you weren't going to do it. So, yeah, I'll let you.
I called him on it.
He did do it, though. He did.
I said, I told him flat out. I said, they manipulated the college football playoff in 2010. I'm not talking about 23. I'm not talking about their national championship.
I mean,
see, the other funny thing with Michigan is, remember, what's his name? Dykes, TCU. They completely changed all their signals before they played Michigan, and suddenly Michigan didn't look that good anymore and got thumped.
All those guys on the college football circuit that stuff was out there that year. People knew what Michigan was doing because they weren't being shy about it. I mean, the guy's on Central Michigan sideline. He's exchanging tips with what he described himself as an underground network of graduate assistants and quality control guys across the country. All these staffs talk.
That dude had a manifesto.
And there's a code of secrecy where they talk amongst themselves. They don't talk publicly. So we might not have known it at the time it was happening, but it was known at the time it was happening within those football circles. And no, I mean, that's a good point. I think it absolutely got back to Sonny Dykes, and they were aware of it and went to great lengths to conceal it and eventually beat Michigan.
They sure did. So, I mean, there's video of him on the sidelines during a Michigan game gesticulating wildly. I think it was against Ohio State.
Oh, Stallions? There's a ton of video about that. Yeah, there's all kinds of that stuff. Not just one game. Yeah, that was the whole. That was the whole season there. Sean Callahan of Huskers Online, Nebraska reporter, reports that Nebraska will have 121,000 Cold Boy tall beers ready for sale each game day.
We drank beer. I liked beer. Still like beer.
Cold Boy.
Might not be
tall
enough.
boy. Cold tall boy beers. 121,000. Yeah, is it just me or does that seem a little low?
Sound like enough. Think about it. How big is that stadium at Nebraska?
They got to be around 80 or 90,000.
That's like.
I wonder how many we sell.
I bet we.
Well, how what percent? So, 100,000 seat stadium like ours. What percentage of people going in there do you think are buying the beers?
75%.
You think 75%? No way. Because you got kids and old people.
That's the 25%.
25%, 75% are drunks.
Yeah. Have you seen our crowd?
We drank beer.
I don't know.
Liked beer. Still like beer.
I mean, they are kind of pricey. Some people are just going to buy one. $13.
Some people buy 5.
Some people are already sauced when they go in there and have reached the point. I don't care. Go get me like they
football
just
games take a
their
long
card
time.
to a friend. Go get 4.
If I a cheap shot at Cody, but you do what you want over there.
You name dropped him.
His point. I didn't know it wasn't a cheap shot at anybody until you threw your buddy under the bus.
Well, he's the only person I know that would go deep like that at a game.
I mean,
how much would it cost to get drunk?
I'll always buy one. Well, not always, but I will often buy one. I have to be in a pretty darn good mood to buy a second one because at that point it's $30 for 2 beers.
I got 1.5.
I got you one.
One per half. If I'm going to a game and staying the whole time,
I think that's fine.
Depending on, it also just depends on what state you're in when you walk into the stadium.
Do people?
Maybe
you
don't take the one.
You think people still smuggle liquor in there?
Yes.
Yeah. See the bottles in there.
They're never gonna stop doing that.
It's tradition.
It's a rite of passage.
How old were you when you brought your first airplane bottle of Jack Daniels into Neyland Stadium?
18.
Walked into the the men's room, waited for that stall, poured it in your big Coke there, and then just dropped the bottle right in the toilet like a
I would always do
idiot.
the half pint because you could fit them perfectly, like down,
belt loops.
Yeah, right around there on your
Waistline.
back. Yeah, your waistline.
It's all good stuff.
But that was back in the Stone Age. They weren't patting people down. It's pre 9/11.
Chris says, if you could have one non-QB VFL currently playing in the NFL on this roster, who would it be? That's a lot of qualifications.
Oh.
One non-QB VFL currently playing in the NFL, so it can't be like Peyton or
Kamara.
Nah, he's washed. He's getting old.
He's washed?
No, he's,
maybe not washed.
no.
Maybe too strong, but he's definitely not. He's not.
Just bring
he's
back
not-
Hyatt?
I'm daydreaming of what Kamara would do.
I don't know,
running the
man.
ball.
Did you guys see
Kamara would be
Cedric?
fun.
He'd be so good under Heupel. What?
Did you guys happen to? I mean, Cedric's probably going to start for the Browns this year. Current. I mean, there's Trey Smith.
Yeah, Trey Smith is a good safe answer.
Darnell.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog himself out there in San Fran.
How good do we think David Sanders is going to be as a right tackle?
He's on the.
He's gonna be really good.
Freshman. Is it true freshman All-American?
I mean, like how many?
I
Because
saw
you
his name
often
on something.
like an All-American tackle. It's not uncommon for those guys to go an entire season without giving up a sack, 1-on-1.
That would be unreal if that happened.
I'm kind of penciling in a handful of sacks though for a true freshman.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah, I
happen.
mean, even what was his name? The was it Cam Robinson that played for Bama? He started as a true freshman. Remember
Proctor.
that?
This is the guy this year who's an All-American for Alabama was horrible his first year. Like we abused him.
Yeah, like even I'm almost positive it was Cam Robinson. I think we had a sack against him.
But so I mean, my question is like, would it be worth bringing Darnell Wright back? Is right tackle a position worthy of that? Would it be Cooper?
Honest to God,
Cam Sutton.
I would say Cooper or do we have any safeties? I mean, that's the thing. The weird thing.
What happened with Cam? Did he go crazy?
He
got out of it though.
He got out. He got out.
Good
He
for him.
faced a suspension. I think just took it on the chin, and I think he's still playing.
Yeah, they dropped it. I think the charges got dropped.
Yeah.
One surprised me.
Position of need. Cam Sutton would be.
Pierce.
Yeah. Pierce would be
Edge
pretty fun.
rusher.
I don't know, man.
It's a good question.
That's a really good question.
It's a fun one. Very fun one.
865-966-3435, your phone number to get on the drive this afternoon. You can call or text the show, 865-966-3435. Coming up, hour number 3, we'll start with the top 5 at 5, and we'll be setting the stage for What You Talk About Champions League Round 2.
Charlie, Todd, Jay will be facing off.
Who's the 1 seed?
Jay.
Sounds right.
Charlie,
The 3.
Todd, and Jay.
Todd's a 2 seed. Jay was the 1 seed. He was the second overall 1
Well,
seed.
who won was the 2 seed won yesterday.
2 seed won yesterday. We've already lost a 1 seed in Rando.
Wow.
Now, Nick, coming up on Friday, is the overall tournament in 1 seed.
I was like, wasn't Rando the lowest ranked 1 seed?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he drew the best 2 seed, which was our winner yesterday, Gary.
He was the lowest ranked 2 seed in your rectally derived seeding process.
Apparently it's working. We got a good matchup yesterday.
I've got my work right here, buddy.
It's true. I've seen he's got some good work here.
It
I
was
see
all
the
done
match.
strictly on mathematics, Russell. Mathematical.
Looks great. Mathematics. There's numbers with names next to them. It looks very.
They're winning
very
what their
official.
score was.
I'm just picturing that Galifianakis gif from The Hangover, and Bear's face in there with all the numbers and computations. And
Right there, buddy.
everything.
I brought it just to. I saved this just in case you wanted to, run off at the mouth a little bit at me. Belittle me again.
Oh, I do.
I think of the Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme with him at the whiteboard.
Is that the
No,
little guy?
that's Bear during Cockgate.
No,
that's Bear
Danny
trying to
Vito.
explain Cockgate to Aaron Torres.
Yes.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more after this.
The Drive.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park, Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
At Knoxville Smiles, we're bringing the future of modern dental care to East Tennessee today. All of the scraping and polishing with the gritty stuff, that will soon be ancient history. At Knoxville Smiles, the future is here now with guided biofilm therapy. Using a gentle erythritol powder mixed with air and warm water, our hygienists can clean your teeth better than ever without all the poking and scraping. Visit KnoxvilleSmiles.com to find out more, or just call us at 865-539-1776.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Wednesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning into the show this afternoon. We start with today's Top 5 at 5, brought to you by Barley's Pizzeria and Tap Room in the Old City, where we'll broadcast live tomorrow from 3 until 6. Walker Smith, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, a charge of driving with a suspended license against Tennessee football's Chris Brazzell was dismissed after the wide receiver's arrest on August 8th. Knox County Sheriff's Office deputies clocked the receiver driving 60 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone and then arrested him after learning his driver's license had been suspended. That earlier citation was for failing to carry insurance on his vehicle.
Who in here has the worst speeding ticket? You ever had a speeding ticket, Walker?
Yeah, I've got a speeding ticket.
What was the worst one you had?
I was trying to make it to my older brother's graduation.
I don't need the story.
All right, I was
just facts, please.
It was 90 and a 65.
Woo, 90.
Yeah, driving into Nashville.
90. Oh, Leadfoot Smith over there. Okay.
I was trying to make brother's graduation.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Even after getting pulled over?
Yeah.
Good for you. Fair?
Triple digits.
Wow. Reckless, huh?
Yeah, I paid out the rear end for what's it, SR22 insurance.
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
You hit triple digit cents?
A couple times. This was
you didn't learn your lesson.
This is there's triple digits and there's what I was unlucky. I mean, it was dumb. I got charged with reckless driving.
Mine wasn't that bad. I think I got like a 75 and a 55 on the interstate. You know, there's parts on the interstate where it's 55 and you're like, really? What? This is stupid.
Yeah. It's just,
I will say mine was in the middle of the night. There was nobody on the interstate.
I would hope so.
That's quick.
Chris Brazel doesn't seem so bad all of a sudden. Get your documents in order. Be safe out there, Chris. We need you. Get that knee healthy too while you're at it.
Yeah. Just make sure you keep proof of insurance with you at all times, and
all your documents.
Make sure you have your license, not your passport.
Stay away from drugs and handguns.
It goes for everyone. Public service announcement. Your passport does not count as your driver's license. Can't work the same way. It is not the same thing. At number 2, Arkansas has announced a new policy for storming the field. They said, quote, following a momentous win, 3 minutes will be placed on the video boards inside Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium to delay the field rush and allow the visiting team, staff, coaches, and officials to exit the field. At the conclusion of the 3 minutes, fans will be allowed down to the field to celebrate with the Razorbacks.
I'm sorry, say that again now? They're going to put a message on the
basically
mighty presumptuous.
So basically they're going to put a 3-minute timer on the Jumbotron to tell people, hey, don't storm the field until this timer goes up. Like that's going to work.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, that's going to work. For sure.
Who wants a field storming is an act of spontaneity to celebrate a momentous occasion. You can't organize a field. If that's the way, first of all, who needs 3 minutes? I mean, if we're doing that, 60 seconds tops. Guys, shake hands, get off the field. Like, this doesn't take long. You're going to make me wait there 3 minutes? And then, no, that's crazy. That ain't going to work. And it's also very presumptuous of Arkansas to just assume that they're going to have another field storming moment this year. Like, what?
I thought I saw that.
No, I look
on the tweet.
Well, our boy SEC Mike he said,
didn't he tweet the schedule or something?
Yeah, they've got Notre Dame at home, A&M, Auburn. Those would be the only ones.
Arkansas fans saying they don't storm the field for Auburn. Mike, SEC Mike, says the fact that Arkansas is already planning for a quote-unquote momentous win tells me the Razorbacks are very confident as the season starts. Think they could upset? No, they could pop Notre Dame in there. I wonder if this is the first time Notre Dame's been down. It's not like going to Fayetteville is easy.
I hate that they've got that game and then an off week before they play us.
Ooh, I just noticed that, yeah.
I don't like them having 2 weeks to get ready for us.
No, don't like that at all.
Especially because I believe I think we played Mississippi State the week before. So
is that back-to-back weeks? We'll have to look at it.
It's we're at Mississippi. No, we've got 2 weeks. We play at Mississippi State, then we have an off week. So both Tennessee and Arkansas with 2 weeks to prepare.
Be best on best.
We should have plenty of motivation against the Hawks.
We should.
That should be I want to stamp them out like a cigarette, just grind them into the ground.
Yeah. At number 3, the number 5 Lady Vols soccer team has another huge matchup tonight after upsetting number 1 North Carolina last week. They take on the 4th-ranked UCLA Bruins in Los Angeles in the top 5 showdown. First kick is set for 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Big Ten Network Plus.
Lady Vols keep it going. Is that just a fluke, or are we the big deal now?
Well,
kind of sounds like they followed the big upset win with
a 9-0 crushing of a random Tennessee school.
Thumped them.
Just killed them.
I think it's the most goals that Lady Vols have ever scored in one game.
It's a good nugget.
Against who?
It was like ETSU or something.
9-0,
Maybe a school
huh?
even smaller. 9-0 is pretty good.
Well, they were all tore up when we was it Penske left us to go coach it?
Yeah, Florida State.
The Penske file.
Mhm.
He left to go to the Florida State.
Yep.
Maybe the new guy's better.
Maybe. Still early. But if you're looking for some late night sports, this is a good one to watch.
Well done, ladies. Go get them.
Go get them. At number 4, after only 3 weeks on the job, new PGA Tour CEO Brian Rolap is promising, quote, significant change to the Tour's current model. Rolap, speaking to reporters Wednesday at the Tour Championship, announced he has formed a 9-person future competition committee that will be led by 15-time major champion Tiger Woods. Quote, the goal is not incremental change. The goal is significant change. Woods added Wednesday in a social media post that the committee is, quote, about shaping the next era of the PGA Tour.
Whatever happened with the cessation of hostilities between the PGA and LIV? Weren't they working on
Still
some
working
sort of
on a
agreement?
framework. They've been working on a framework of a deal for about a year and a half now.
I feel like the PGA, whenever they get scared that their territory is being encroached on, they just throw Tiger out there.
Yeah.
Hey, Tiger, we're giving you power. You go say some cool things and keep us cool.
Yeah, it's about right.
Which is such an old golf guy way of looking,
Mhm.
because Tiger's like 50 now, and I don't know, man.
Hey, man, there's some problems in golf that need to be fixed, and hopefully this is
Yeah,
a good step
well,
towards
what
it.
are the problems? It's all like financial stuff and incentivizing.
There's
people.
a lot of stuff like, people aren't happy with the way that the FedEx playoff works, about the purses and tournaments, requirements for tournaments, and then all of the live stuff in general. There's just some stuff that they want to iron out. And the old, I'm forgetting the old commissioner of the PGA's name that's going to be gone.
Monahan?
Monahan. Not very good at his job.
Golf is, it's not supposed to be super cool. It's golf, man. Like I feel like golf is just, you're supposed to be kind of boring. It's supposed to be what it is. Like there's not much you can do to golf to make it, even all this, if you adopted every crazy thing the LIV Tour is doing, is that going to change anything for the PGA Tour and like how we watch it?
No, the biggest thing is that like the PGA Tour on a week-to-week basis is tough to watch because the players on there.
But I don't think the LIV is any different. They're just throwing money at the big names to steal them.
That's the problem. And the biggest thing that hopefully this committee can work on is
finding more money to throw at the players so they stay at the PGA,
or just find a way to make that merger actually happen
Yeah.
that they announced 2 years ago and get the best players playing with each other again, because that's what we like.
I don't know. I'm an idiot when it comes to government and geopolitics, but I'm just like, I'm in favor of like a national policy, a law or whatever, just banning Saudi money from pretty much everything, but sports especially.
That would be a
there's
nightmare
so
in European soccer.
It's not just soccer.
I mean, that's for the Europeans. I'm an American.
Yeah, you're right. An American.
Like if you want to go play, that's fine. You got to leave the country and go live in Saudi Arabia. But like, I don't want all that over here.
I share your sentiments. And at number 5, an amusement park aficionado from England is on a quest to ride every roller coaster in Britain and Ireland. Broke a Guinness World Record by boarding 55 roller coasters in a single week. Guinness World Records announced Dean Stokes, 38, is the inaugural holder of the record for the most roller coasters ridden in 1 week, after surpassing the record-keeping organization's goal of 30.
Just 30 roller coasters in a week?
He did 55.
in 1 week?
In 1 week.
I don't feel like that's very much.
How many roller coasters do you think you ride on one day at the amusement park?
I feel like
did he get a special
is it
pass?
just
I think it's 55 different
like you can't
rides.
ride the same thing
it's
over and over
different
again.
rides.
So you go to one amusement park and there's like 5 there. I feel like if you really committed to it, you could
Get
get over
8 a
100.
day. Pretty much.
I mean, 55 in 7 days.
Remember, there used to be people that would ride them for like, it'd be
Yeah.
the same coaster, but like ride for like 24 hours.
Some dude did that on the Cyclone on Coney Island.
Oh,
I don't know. That couldn't be good for you.
No.
I wouldn't think so. When's the last roller coaster you rode, Bear?
Oh, I told you the other day. It was like, oh, that was water park. Last roller coaster I rode.
I think I was on Space Mountain down at Disney about 10 years ago.
I think probably Six
It's still
Flags
fun.
over Georgia in like 2001. It's been like
Over 20 years?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's probably been 10 years for me.
Go
I'm
ride
not
a roller
kid.
coaster. Let's go ride a roller coaster.
More of a
You
water
guys
park
have
guy.
at it.
More of a
Like
water
being a-
park guy.
Like being able to walk around, Russ. I've been told I can't get on those things.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Barley's Pizzeria and Tap Room. Come on out and see us tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live there from 3 until 6. And then we've got sports trivia at 7 p.m. If you want to come on and test your mettle against the drive,
Bring it on, Cletus.
I already cleaned out the Talk Sports boys on just regular trivia. I'm thinking about just like doing this on my own. I think I can y'all form your teams, whatever tomorrow. I'll just sit there, a team of one. Russell Smith. I'll beat all you.
It's gonna be your teammate.
Russell Smith.
It's Russell and Smith.
No, it's just Russell. It's just me. Russell Smith. That's me.
Wow. It's very inclusive of you. Really a team player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
if Bear wanted to play?
I don't need you guys.
Remember the commercial where the guy was just like a me guy in the locker room?
I don't want to share the glory. Like,
there ain't no I in team.
I'll be like the guy in college when you had a group project and you made the Asian kid do all the work. I don't want to be that kid. You guys get to glom onto me.
I mean, it would be.
Was that insensitive? I'm sorry.
It was.
I'm sorry.
In fact,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'm sorry. What would the meltdown level be, Walker, if me and you beat?
I mean, what
Big
would the
dummy.
meltdown be like if unicorns started flying out of Walker's rear end? I don't know. Like, what are we talking
You're
about?
saying you don't think that we could beat you in sports trivia?
Do you have something in your ears? That's I just said that directly. I'm not saying that. That's just the way of the world, son. I don't know what to tell you. An intellect like this, being challenged by a couple of dopes like you guys.
Whoa.
That's just not very nice.
No, it's not.
We're all on the same team.
I have to be careful. You never know. Like you ever go to a trivia at a bar or something like that, and the guys come out and they do their thing. Put your phones away, and it's like sports trivia, and that's always pressure on me.
Yeah,
because everybody's like, oh, look, we got Russell.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh man. Then they'll ask, this person won the 100-meter dash for the women in the 1972 Munich Olympics, and I'm like, what? And then they're all looking at me. Like, I don't know.
Like, you think I watch this? No.
This horse holds the most records for consecutive Kentucky Derbies won. And what?
No. And they do a good job of throwing those random questions in there, too. There's always at least 1 or 2 NASCAR questions that I will never get because I know nothing about that sport. And they'll throw a hockey one in there that no one knows.
Today's hot question, which current non-quarterback VFL in the NFL would you like to add to this roster? The poll is in the field on Twitter. Thomas says Dylan Sampson.
I kind of want to see
He is
someone we
the
haven't
reigning
seen.
SEC Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, that's a pretty good case could be made.
I would want to see Kamara in Heupel's offense. I think that would be unbelievable.
We have multiple votes cast for Juwan Jennings.
Juwan.
What about CP84?
Technically, he's not in the NFL
Is he
unless
not?
he's been signed. Remember, he said that he was being cut. Remember, he reported his
Yeah.
own cut.
Yeah, on the Steelers.
Surely
Who
somebody
else
picks him
do
up,
we
right? If he
have?
wants to still play.
I feel like we're probably forgetting somebody.
Brandy says Trey Smith.
Yeah.
Tim says 2022 Jalen Hyatt, of course. Easy answer. Vol in SC says AJ Johnson.
He's not playing. He's
The
retired.
beast done?
Oh, yeah. He's gone. He was fighting like UFC.
There are a couple of, we got a lot of votes for Jennings. There are a couple of people who did not read there are a couple of Eric Berry votes. There are people who either did not read the question or are not aware that Eric Berry has been retired for about 6 years now.
Somebody sent us Jamal Lewis. That would be pretty cool to see one of those late night, like the Cheese, Jamal. I mean, take your pick. One of those running backs in this offense. Jay.
Got a vote for Derek Barnett. Jason Phipps writing in Derek Barnett. That's
Be fun.
pretty good one, man.
Would be pretty fun.
I always wonder too, like these NFL guys, like Barnett was dominant in college, obviously, anyway. But after playing, I guess he's up to 8 years, and this will be his 9th year in the NFL. Like if a guy like that, and you know he's gotten bigger and stronger since he's been in the NFL. He's a grown ass man now. Like a guy like that comes back to the college. Is that like swinging two bats in the on deck circle? Is college football at that point just incredibly easy for him?
I would imagine.
I don't think so. Depends on who you're playing, obviously.
If you're playing Alabama, they probably
But
got
like
some 5-star.
you're about to say, you're looking at, depending on who you're playing, looking at 5-star, 350-pounders, same type of people. Maybe not as skilled.
But you put him in the game against Syracuse, and it's like he doesn't even have to know the system. He can just
He'll
go
just
with
go
his
pass
man,
rush.
just do
Yeah,
whatever he
he'll just
wants.
pass rush.
8 sacks. Matthew says the answer has to be Jalen Hyatt. Already know how good he'd be in this offense, and it's at a position of little depth or returning production.
We don't know. It's the Hooker factor. Like how much of Hyatt's success was on Hooker. I mean, I think Hyatt was great that year and was deserving of his award, but man, like Hooker did not miss him generally.
Hooker's in the NFL. He's an answer to this question.
Has he been cut yet?
You said non-QB.
Oh, that's right. It is non-QB. It's true.
No, Hooker hasn't been cut.
No, he's still on there.
All right. Well, we got to cut too from what you talk about Champions League. Unfortunately, the time has come. All right, we're going to get our contestants on the line. Champions League round 2. Who will join Gary in the championship round? Stay tuned to find out. The drive continues with what you talk about coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox, Fox Sports Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
All you can eat Wednesday tonight with your Knoxville Smokies. For less than $30, you get a ticket into the game, all you can eat barbecue, hot dogs, Bush's baked beans, potato chips, Pepsi products, and more. Anyone else getting hungry? See you tonight.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Good afternoon. Traffic's on the increase. Alcoa Highway, even more so. Southbound, passing UT Medical Center. It's gotten heavier Broadway through Fountain City, over the ridge into Halls, as that traffic cranks up to the north on 75 up to Anderson throughout Campbell County. It's been a little bit slow up there again today, southbound in Campbell County.
Set to hand things off to overtime, headed your way next from 6 until 8 on many of these fan-run affiliates. All right, y'all know what time it is. We've been doing this for a number of years here on the show. We call it What You Talking About. We're in our Champions League process trying to determine a winner. Round 2 of Champions League starts right now. It's What You Talk About on The Drive.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. What you talking about? 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 What you talking about?
Cheap ass pen just went out on me.
Need one?
Oh, no.
No, I got a backup.
All right. Constant professional.
Always be prepared. That's what a Boy Scout like Chase Thomas would say. There's the motto.
You'd be proud that you had an extra pen.
You do Scouts, Walker?
I did not. Did summer camps, though.
Fair? Different Scouts?
Did Cub Scouts for a couple of days.
I did Cub Scouts, and then I did Boy Scouts for like maybe a year, and then I was like, wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
The knots in the start. I liked fire. I like playing with fire, but they were like,
I did too. A little too much for their taste, I think.
Yeah, the knots got me. Not a big camping guy, all that stuff. So I was like, good. Anyway, it's scouting talk in hour number 1 with Chase Thomas.
Check it out on the
But
podcast.
you guys don't care about that. You are here for What You Talk About. And our 3 contestants are like, I wish he would shut up and just play the game. I've been waiting on this all day long. Charlie, Todd, and Jay are today's What You Talking About Champions League contestants. Let's bring in our first contestant. This is Charlie. Hello, Charlie. How are you, sir?
Doing well, Ross. Is my connection okay?
Hey, man, you sound great. Thanks for being up with us here today. You get to go first here. Let's put up a big number and put some pressure on these other guys. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. An Irish golfer who won the Masters this year.
Rory McIlroy.
Yes, this is the Swoosh Company.
Nike.
This is the head coach of the Raiders, used to be at the Seahawks.
Pete Carroll.
Yes, this is an armed conflict between Hitler and the Allies in the 40s.
World War II.
Yes, this is a cyclist who was caught doping.
Lance Armstrong.
Yes, this is the planet with all the rings around it.
Saturn.
Yes, this is the former head coach of Mississippi State who passed away a year or two ago.
Mike Leach.
Yes, this is a Mel Gibson movie. Freedom.
Braveheart.
Yes, this is Chicago's hockey team.
Blackhawks.
Yes, this is a fast food place that's closed on Sunday.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes, this is a combat sports league that Conor McGregor fought in.
UFC.
Yes, this is the continent where China and India are.
Europe. Asia.
Yes, this is the quarterback of the Steelers, used to be at the Jets and the Packers.
Ben Roth, or not, half.
This is a type of car with the top goes down.
Corvette.
Oh, I was looking for convertible.
Oh, yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers is the
Rodgers.
quarterback. Yeah, man, I should have.
Ron. No, you had it.
Said Vaxing or something like that. Pretty
12.
good. He was on a run. 12.
Star. You could have said Star Child.
Man, that's my number.
Is that what got you in? It was a 12?
Yeah, an 11 and a 12 the first two times.
All right, man. Well, hang right there, and we'll see what your competitors put up here today. He was on pace for a big one there. He was mowing them down. And
the second that he went Europe immediately to Asia, I knew we were on the downward spiral.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he hit that, and then he passed on Rodgers, and he left 2 on the table there.
Yeah.
He's going to be kicking himself.
He was tracking 14. For like a 14, 15.
Mm-hmm. All right, Todd is up next. Hello, Todd.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
I am ready.
All right, 12 will tie Charlie. 13 or more will put you in the lead. Here we go. This is a crazy rapper who said a lot of anti-Jew stuff this summer.
Pass.
This is a former tight end for the Cowboys, went to Tennessee.
Jason Witten.
Yes, this is the poet who wrote Romeo and Juliet.
Shakespeare.
Yes, this is the center for the Nuggets from Serbia.
Denver?
Yes, Denver Nuggets. MVP. 7-footer.
Pat.
All right, this is Nebraska's name.
Cornhuskers.
This is Bears' favorite band, Wonderwall.
Oasis.
Yes, this is the quarterback of the Chiefs.
Mahomes.
This is the Vulcan on Star Trek with the ears.
Spock.
Yes, this is the head coach at Auburn.
Hugh Freeze.
Yes, this is the capital of Texas.
Austin.
Yes, this is the Celtic star who blew out his Achilles.
Larry Bird.
Nope. Just injured in the finals this year.
Pass.
Todd, not a big NBA guy.
No.
What did he end up with, Bear?
8.
Todd, we were looking for Nikola Jokic, is a recent MVP of the NBA, and then Jason Tatum is the star.
Not NBA. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Better luck next time.
It's tough.
Better luck next year.
Don't let this define you.
Don't let this define you at all.
And he passed on Kanye West as well, right out of the gates there. It was
anti-Semitic would probably be the more appropriate.
I couldn't
phrase
believe
rather than anti-Jew.
You let that one slip through.
I mean, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can, trying to help the guy out.
What was it that he just went stone silent? I kept waiting for him to say pass.
Oh, Jokic. Yeah, it was like, dude, just pass. We got this, but no. Sorry, Todd. Let's get Jay in here next. Hello, Jay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man. All right, you got an opportunity here. If you get 12, you're going to force a playoff with Charlie, 13 or more, and you win, buddy.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This is an event where cowboys are trying to rope horses.
Radio.
Yes, this is a lemon lime soft drink.
Right.
This is Michigan State's nickname.
Spartans.
This is the running back for the San Francisco 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, this is a cartoon character who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, this is Tampa Bay's baseball team.
The Rays.
This is a casino game where the ball goes in the wheel.
Roulette.
Yes, this is the Kansas City Chiefs coach.
Andy Reid.
Yes, this is the third place medal in the Olympics.
Bronze.
This is the center for the Mavs who was just traded from the Lakers.
Anthony Davis.
Yes, this is the legendary Alabama coach in the 70s and 80s.
Bear Bryant.
This is the tennis tournament that's played on clay.
Wimbledon.
In Paris.
French Open.
Yes, this is a holiday that kids dress up for.
Halloween.
This is Philadelphia's quarterback from Alabama.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes, this is the movie with Dorothy and Toto.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes, this is Memphis's point guard.
John Morant.
Yes. All right, we're out of time.
Wow, he just set a new 2025 record for what you're talking about. 16.
16.
Incredible number.
Will win it for Jay. He leaves, no doubt. just mowing right through them. Very impressive. Congratulations, Jay. I mean, that had to feel good. At what point did you kind of knew you had that, right?
I felt a confidence. No, I didn't have to get 15, but it's a round in advance.
He said he didn't
No
have
problem.
to get 15. He
That's a
just
stout
did.
number.
Jay's got to be one of the favorites. All right, man. We will.
He was our second overall. He was the second
overall 1 seed.
Yeah.
Behind Nick.
Behind Nick.
So Nick will play Friday.
Nick plays Friday.
Jay, we'll talk to you next week, buddy. Well done, sir.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Jay, just quiet, calm, cool, collected.
That was a business call.
Yeah.
That was strictly business.
He's not going to be hanging on the rim right now. He
No.
knows there's work to do. He knows the real prize is on Monday.
Yeah.
That's where the Kings announced.
No passes, just calmly, methodically answering the questions as he went.
Stayed within himself.
So like a Roger Federer type of mentality. Just he's a machine out there.
That's a very good analogy, Walker. It was Federer-esque.
Yes.
Yesterday, Gary was more of a Nadal, kind of an artist, like had a little bit of flair to him.
Moving around a lot, made it a little more exciting.
This is just an absolute dismantling.
I mean, this is textbook stuff.
Nick is kind of a Djokovic-like guy. Like he's got a little bit of there's a weirdness there, but you can't deny the efficiency, the cold, ruthless efficiency. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe somebody will knock him off. You never know. All right. Congratulations to Todd. Or I'm sorry, Jay. Thanks, Todd and Charlie, for playing. But Jay is our winner today. He joins Gary in champion. And who are the last three? Who's
last
Friday?
Three is
It's a great matchup.
It is Nick, who had a 15 to qualify, Jordan, who had a 13 to qualify, and Jason, who had a 9.
That head-to-head 1-2 matchup's pretty good. With Jason being a dark horse.
So you think if Nick wins, Nick, Jay, and Gary, would that be a worthy championship?
I think that's.
I would have. I don't know. I mean, last year with Nick and William the Abdicator is
unnecessary.
It is, but it's funny. That was a pretty good one last year. You know what's weird? We've only had one tie this year.
It's true. There's only been one overtime.
I feel like last year, the year before one, we had like.
Yeah, I keep waiting to go to overtime. We've only had to do that once.
I mean, there was one. I remember one afternoon where it took up the whole second.
Yeah, there
segment, and we had to go to the end of the show segment.
There was one, I think, a championship round once that went 2 or 3. Like it was, it was a true marathon. Just nobody would wilt. Like we were just stuck on 15. Like they were so good. It was like 2 guys just kept getting the maximum number.
Yeah.
And finally somebody faltered.
It's
war of attrition.
Those are the games those are the moments you dream to be at, just to witness the where were you moments.
Exactly. All right. Thank you to all the contestants. We appreciate it. A lot of fun. We've got one more segment. Speak now, forever hold your peace. 865-966-3435. Your phone number to call or text to the drive this afternoon. Back to wrap things up after this.
The Drive. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. And I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Good afternoon, crowded here on Pillsbury Parkway over I-40 building.
UCLA? What's
It's
it?
on Big Ten Network Plus.
Okay. 10 o'clock?
I don't get that, Russ.
So I don't know what channel or what
If you
app
did
that's
get it, Bear,
on.
would you watch it? People can't hear you shaking your head. We're on the radio, but
No. No, I
Big
wouldn't
Ten
watch
Network Plus a part of like ESPN Plus?
it. No, I don't think so.
how do they do that? Women's soccer, it's different. Like they do quarters?
So in college soccer, they count down
Yeah.
from 90 with no extra time.
So it's just 2 halves?
So it's
2 45-minute
yeah,
halves?
2 45-minute halves that don't stop.
Don't stop, can't stop.
All right, boys. I've got 3 topics here left on my topic sheet. I'll let you guys decide what you want to talk
love
about.
Choose Your Own Adventure with Russ.
By the way, you want to jump on, plenty of time here. Long final segment, 865-966-3435. Open lines right now. Go ahead, 966-3435. My 3 last topics, Wendell Moy getting some individual honors today, Tennessee's left guard, who we're excited about. A prominent Knoxville building makes the list of ugliest buildings in the United States.
I saw that.
What?
I am ready to comment on
What
it.
is this?
What's our
And
last one, though?
there's a new moon on Uranus.
I'm going with door number 2.
Let's go 2. I think we can do 2 and 3.
2 and 3 for sure.
You realize what we do here. We're a University
should
of
do
Tennessee-based sports talk show. I gave you, there's a prominent member of this year's football team who's getting an individual honor. You want to talk about ugly buildings and a new moon on Uranus.
Yes.
Okay.
We've been sports talk for 2 hours and 40
I guess
minutes.
I set this up.
And second one is kind of sports related.
2 Tennessee buildings were ranked among the 100 of the ugliest buildings in the United States, according to the New Jersey Real Estate Network. They surveyed 3,000 people to determine the ugliest buildings in America, and listed at number 46 on the top 100. This is the worst Casey Kasem countdown of all time, was the Knoxville Civic Auditorium and Coliseum.
That's just terrible. It's a terrible take.
Come on.
How much joy I had in that building.
It's a great building.
From the circus. The Van Halen to the Black Crows to Ozzy.
I'm with them. I think they're two different. You're having a different conversation. I've had some great times in that building too. Seen some great shows. Like my favorite memories are just going to
circus.
Well, that and like the Cherokees games. My dad would take us down there all the time, grab pucks and stuff. But it is an ugly building.
I mean, it's when did it open? The early 60s or late 50s?
Oh, I think it's like the 40s. It's old.
It's brutally
built in 61.
Way outdated.
Yeah, for sure.
Way outdated. Needs to be torn down. There was a big conversation about 10 years ago, and there were even renderings, and you can find them online somewhere, about building a new $200 million downtown all-purpose arena,
like Bridgestone style,
for the Ice Bears. For you could have there was like a basketball set up, but hockey, and then obviously conventions, concerts, things like that. And it was beautiful. But I mean, for a city our size, like $200 million, that is a major expense.
Well, yeah, didn't they built that?
It never got off the ground.
They built the convention center.
No. That was way before that. That was instead of a new baseball stadium downtown.
Oh, that's right.
This was just like it never went anywhere. They did do, I want to say, about a $10 million renovation of the Coliseum about 5 years ago, but you can't tell. Like if you go, the seats are wooden, the ceilings are old and cracked. Like it's just it's
got a lot of history.
It's
in there,
way
though.
past its prime, man. It needs to be.
So Randy Rhoads played his last show.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be knocked over, though. I will agree with them that it is an ugly building.
What's the other Tennessee building?
I don't know.
It does kind of look like a new, like it looks like a building that you'd find on at Y12 or out in Oak Ridge that has it looks like a factory or like a power building a little bit. It has an auditorium in it.
The last building on the list, listed at number 100, was the Nashville Metro Courthouse. So that's the other one in Tennessee. For those of you just curious, the ugliest building, according to the list, was the City of Flint Municipal Center in Flint, Michigan, which I have to look up right now.
I have to look that
What
up.
did I just say? The
City
Flint
of
Municipal?
Flint. The Flint Muni?
Municipal
building. Yeah, this looks.
You got it? It's like some Soviet era looking thing.
It looks like a place you don't want to be.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It looks like it looks like the central government built apartments in what was the Russian town with the nuclear thing?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, yeah. Pripyat.
Which I'm sure Bear would find lavish and accommodating, but for the rest of us, we just find it ugly and gross.
Well, Chernobyl is the name of the plant. Pripyat was the name of the town in eastern Ukraine.
Pripyat.
Yeah, that's hideous.
Yeah, not a good looking building.
It does look like dead off like that out of what you were talking about, Chernobyl. It looks like the buildings that's in the Call of Duty game.
It does. It has that kind of stock look to it. Like you could just drop this building into most places English speaking in the world, and it would just look ugly, but you'd think it would be there.
Yeah,
don't drink the water in there.
It's got an Eastern
Bloc don't do that.
You know, the one building locally, and this is controversial. My wife thinks I'm crazy, that I just think is a hideous, ugly eyesore. Every time I've thought this since we moved here for 30 plus years now, but it's the UT Conference Center on Henley Street. Like if you're driving downtown, right across from, I'm not sure if it's a Holiday Inn or a Marriott right now.
That's the old Miller's department store.
But it's got like the wavy,
right next to
the wavy thing, like
World's Fair Park?
awning on it.
I'm pretty sure that was the original downtown Miller's department store, which Miller's sold to Dillard's.
It's got like an aqua blue face.
I'm pretty sure it's
a 4 or 5 story a huge building, and I just think it looks hideous. My wife thinks it's very cool, and hip, and retro. I'm pretty sure it's called the UT Conference Center.
What do you think's the best looking building in town?
Neyland.
That's not a building.
It is a building.
It's a structure. Yeah, the UT Conference Center. Look it up. You'll.
I know the building you're talking about. It does. I think it's the really bright red side of the building that throws me off.
Yeah, the aqua blue is not great either. best looking building in East Tennessee. We've got some really cool old churches downtown.
Yeah.
Like the St. Mark's Lutheran, and then the Catholic
Immaculate
Church
Conception.
over there near Crown Plaza.
Yeah, I think that's Immaculate Conception.
Big fan of our two theaters, the Bijou and the Tennessee Theater, both inside and outside. I think are beautiful.
Yeah.
Scruffy City Hall is pretty cool on Market Square.
Scruffy City Hall.
It's got a cool vibe.
Meanwhile, roll out the cosmic welcome mat for our solar system's newest resident, a never before seen moon orbiting Uranus.
Is it Uranus or is it Uranus?
It's Uranus.
Or Uranus?
It's Uranus.
It's not Uranus. I know that.
Uranus?
No, I think it's Uranus.
It's Uranus.
A team of astronomers announced this week that a new satellite measuring roughly 90 football fields across was discovered around the seventh planet from the sun. That blows my mind. How are we discovering new moons in our solar system in 2025?
Probably, I would be willing to bet. Was it the James Webb telescope, the new telescope that discovered it?
Maybe. I'm surprised we're still calling Pluto a planet. I thought they stopped calling Pluto
Pluto's not a planet.
Pluto, it'll always be a planet to me.
He just called it a planet. That's what I mean. Like, we still haven't made a decision
Russ
on
isn't
this.
a scientific person.
He's reading off of someone that probably wrote.
No, Pluto was downgraded from a planet to.
But then they
something
brought
else.
it back for a while. It's
dwarf
controversial in scientific fields.
Well, Pluto's smaller than our moon, isn't it?
Are you a planet? Are you a Pluto's a planet or Pluto's a dwarf planet guy?
Pluto's a planet. That's I was raised 9 planets in the solar system. I know Pluto sometimes tucks inside of Uranus, and like it wasn't the number 9, but I consider it the 9th planet.
Yeah, it's really small.
What's your favorite planet?
Favorite planet?
Jupiter and Saturn are the coolest ones.
Yeah.
I always like Venus.
What do you like about Venus?
Like Venus,
because it's
and
actually
Mercury
another
are like-
planet that we actually have pictures from the surface of, besides Mars.
Yeah, but it's covered in a giant toxic cloud. It's not very cool.
Wouldn't be very hospitable.
No.
Warm.
Mars
Thing, the longest anything's I think that Soviet lander, it lasted like 30 minutes before it just melted.
Yeah, no, just don't go there. I feel like.
Have we ever shot something like just directly into the sun? See how close we could get it?
Yeah, recently, because I tell you, you want to hear something wild, you can find out what the sun sounds like.
What does the sun sound like?
I could.
Pretty noisy.
See that?
It's loud.
Yeah.
What's the closest anybody's ever been to the sun?
I think it was just recently with this probe that NASA sent up. Not that
Do
close.
you notice anything different when you're like in your spaceship or whatever you're just launching and like, ooh, the closest we've ever been to the sun?
It's getting kind of warm.
Oh, wait, we haven't
A little
done a
warm out here.
manned mission towards the sun. It's
No,
always
but
away from it, isn't
any
it?
mission that leaves Earth is at some point going to be closer, like you're going to be significantly closer than everybody else on Earth.
Well, yeah, because like the Voyager, they
Yeah.
used the sun's. They did some whip around move to send themselves
slingshot.
out. Yeah, out
Ricky
to
Bobby.
interstellar space.
Space is cool.
Well, we still got 5 minutes. You want to talk about the Moy kid?
Yes, thank you. I mean, we are here to do a job, right?
Well, we might as well talk a little sports on the way out the door.
Wendell Moy Jr., the new left. I've heard good things about him.
We just going to call him Junior?
No.
Just call him Moy.
Yeah, I think you call him Moy. We got 2 Moys on the team this year.
That's
spelled
true.
differently.
That's
Jackson
what I
and
said.
Wendell.
I figured we call him Junior.
Now, is this the guy we got from Arizona?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Do you inherently not trust him?
No, I don't. I didn't trust him initially.
He's wearing on you, though.
I mean, I hear he's
working you?
good. I hear he's good.
That's what they say. He is an interesting. He's 6'2", 330. So he's
It's a bowling
squat.
ball.
Yeah.
He's roughly my size.
Tree trunks for legs.
Recorded a team high 760 offensive snaps for Arizona in 2024, allowing 0 sacks, committing no
pretty good.
penalties, and allowing just 1 quarterback hit. So he's in the Big 12. I mean, a step up in competition here, but They say that this guy's like one of the strongest guys on the team.
Really?
You can't move him. He can move you. He's just –
is he a Samoan kid?
He's a dude.
Yeah.
I don't know where he hails from, but he's a big guy, and he's on three's preseason all transfer portal team. He's the starting right guard, even though he'll be playing left guard for us.
Let me guess. Nico's number one on that.
That's a good question.
No, it's probably going to be the Mateer, the Oklahoma QB. If I had to
I
guess.
don't think Nico would be number one.
Bring it a team.
Carson Beck is the quarterback.
Oh.
Jaden Ott, Eric Singleton, Barryon Brown.
You ever notice how funny looking Carson Beck is?
He's got a weird look. He's got a very punchable face.
Yeah, he does. Indeed, he does. But he looks like.
Sounds like he's got a punchable personality too.
Yeah, like if he was in one of those Men in Black movies and he was like an alien that was just living here on Earth, you believe it. Those bug eyes.
I don't think Georgia was terrified, sad to see him go.
No, I don't think so.
Kind of like, all right, bud.
I wonder how Gunnar Stockton's going to do when the bullets start firing live.
Hopefully not well.
It took us none of us were convinced he was good last year until he lit us up, Carson Beck. We all thought he was just taking a downturn. Then he plays us and has the best game of his year. It sucks.
This is what Glenn Ellerby said about Wendell Moy Jr. Guy plays physical, loves some whoa-whoa. He was really quiet to start. He has a way of igniting everybody when he does let out passion, but super physical in the run game, highly intelligent. It's crazy. It's like football smart. Whoa-whoa.
What the hell's whoa-whoa?
What is whoa-whoa? We need to
that's
start
his
using
nickname.
whoa-whoa. What's whoa-whoa?
Say that again now.
Whoa-whoa.
No, the Ellerby statement.
Use it.
Love some whoa-whoa.
Whoa-whoa.
His name is whoa-whoa.
His name is Wendell.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just whoa-whoa.
Whoa-whoa Moy.
Yes, we're calling whoa-whoa Moy sounds good.
I like
that
it.
name.
I mean,
I'm sold.
I don't think it's as cool as Junior, but
we got to
I'm sold.
replace Big Sprags as far as like our nastiest offensive lineman. This
Where's
guy's
Sprags?
probably the leader in the clubhouse.
Yeah, whoa-whoa Moy is a strong nickname. I mean, that's just checks every box, I feel like.
Sounds like the candidate most likely to get a 15-yard penalty for ripping somebody's helmet off in the pile.
Whoa, Moy, 15-yard
Easy,
penalty.
whoa.
You know what came up? I can't remember which social, which Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever I was on. Do you guys remember when Trey Smith frog splashed?
I remember him getting a couple of penalties. Yeah, he would come in late and clean up the pile.
Snuka. Him and Cade Mays.
Yeah, this guy could sneaky be our best offensive lineman. Guy we never talk about until we realize how good he is. But he's sneaky, just a rock in there. Because we're more focused on Sanders on the outside and obviously Hurd on the other side. Guards don't get much love.
We have one more entry from Justin Hanna and of course, Justin violates both of the stipulations of today's hot question, which was what non-quarterback currently in the NFL would you most like to see on this year's Tennessee team?
Can we guess?
Sure.
Is it Peyton Manning?
It's Jerry Carantano.
JG.
Is he actually still in the NFL?
I don't think he was ever in the NFL.
Wasn't he playing in the AFL?
He had a cup of coffee in
XFL?
preseason. I don't think he was ever active for a regular season game.
I'll tell you who is still in the NFL.
Knucklehead.
Wanye.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Wanye's doing well.
He was a great prospect. He was a 5-star kid, started right from the get-go, horribly mismanaged by Pruitt and whoever the O-line coach, Will Enemy. And then, probably made a great decision for him to get to Oklahoma.
I think so.
Is he a Chief now? Is that where he ended up?
1 year, yeah, or he was last year.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs did draft him because I remember they had 2 guys that were at VFLs.
I mean, Pruitt, you say what you want, and we've certainly said a lot. Pruitt signed to no shortage of elite talent while he was here.
Yeah.
Cornbread.
I think Toho is a starting linebacker in the league.
Don't
claim him.
Eric Gray playing for the Giants.
Yeah.
That's where he's at?
Yeah.
Who was the defensive back who transferred out from the mid-state, forced a Keyshawn?
Oh, no, Keys. He went to Oklahoma. That's where he transferred to his Oklahoma.
Keys?
I thought it was last name was Keys.
Was it
He was in
Keyshawn
that-
Lawrence? Am I imagining that?
Maybe.
I can't think of it.
But he was one of the guys that, I mean, he couldn't stay. I think was the deal. He's one of the ones. He was same boat toe.
All these dudes that you thought at one point were going to be great
superstars
players.
for us.
Yeah. Keyshawn Lawrence is on UCLA's roster this year.
Key Lawrence? That's what it
Still
was.
playing?
Key Lawrence.
He was here in 2020. He's still playing.
That's fifth year. COVID.
He had the COVID year, and then he had a redshirt year. He played at Oklahoma for 3 years. He was at Ole Miss last year, and he's at UCLA this year playing with Nico.
He was at Ole Miss last year?
According to Wikipedia. And thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bear.